You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
Injured, our America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman & Lynn studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Friday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks so much for tuning in on this end of the week show. My God, I'm happy to, Deb. I promise you, man. We got a good one for you today. Deb will get you caught up on woke news, and there is a bananas story out there today. I just heard about a few minutes ago. We'll learn all about it here in a few minutes. Embers only today, PTK. That's Primetime Kitchen featuring Amy Drew Thompson from the Orlando Sentinel. Nicole Dupre will be on with us today. Attorney Daryl K. Washington. He's the attorney for the Marcano family, of course, in the Maya Marcano case. We'll talk to him at 5:20. Pick the Pour and Ross thoughts, your calls and texts all day long. Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deborah Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead, producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien Ross Padgett.
How you doing?
407-916-1041. Text us easily at 77031. Find us on social media. That's easy as well. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. It's at Jim Colbert Show. We do stream the show every day on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. It's easy to find there. That's the Jim Colbert Show as well. Take us wherever you go using the iHeartRadio app. And, of course, online, it is JimColbertLive.com. How's everybody's Friday?
Yeah, pretty chill.
Everybody ready for the weekend? What'd you get done today?
I moved a couch. My daughter bought off Facebook Marketplace and had to go down near the airport.
Oh.
That was fun.
What'd you move it with? That was uncalled for.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a stitch. I ate soup that I think was a day past its prime.
Okay.
And it's been messing with me like the past hour. Like there's like a little.
Is that why you're holding your boobs?
Well, thank you for sharing it with everybody.
You're holding your boobs like a girl just got a cold pool.
No, it's a little lower than the boobs.
Oh yeah, really?
Look at Ross's face. You can see just how low it is.
So what kind of soup did you eat day late? Let's hope it was some kind of chowder.
Chicken.
Right. No. There was chicken in there, but there was a noodle that I don't remember the noodle. My wife said it like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, blame
Egg
it
noodle?
on the wife.
Yeah. Well, she made it. It was earlier in the week, and I was counting days. Maybe it was Tuesday. Maybe it was Sunday.
Maybe it was Tuesday or Sunday. Well, that's a big enough gap to worry
Tuesday. I'm thinking it was made Tuesday, which is in a 4-day, right? Leftovers, you have 4 days, right?
4 days? Who told you that?
My wife.
I don't know. You sound like you have a scratch-off problem right now. Eating bad soup.
4 days. You make something that's good in the fridge for 4 days. I think that's the rule of thumb. What do you see, more or less, Jim?
I would say a little bit less. I mean, 4
Really?
days. 4 days for me, well, unless like chili and stuff like that. Chili spaghetti stays quite well, but when it comes to chicken and fish and some pork stuff, depending on how you cook it, 4 days would be the max for me.
Well, whatever it was, I got a stitch.
Yeah, okay.
How's it a stitch? Well, I've never
What's
really.
a stitch? I never heard of that.
Yeah, you're calling it a stitch.
It's like a
Like a
pain
cramp?
in your side.
It's a stitch in your side. You guys have never heard?
Yeah.
You've never heard of having a stitch in your side?
No, I've heard of a pang.
It's like a pang, kind of.
It's a stitch in your side.
It's like if you ran too much, you could get a stitch.
That's a stitch.
So it's a sharp cramp. I always thought I thought that was called a pang, a P-A-N-G.
What?
Yeah, like a pang.
No,
You've never
a
heard of the word
stitch.
pang?
Like pings and pangs?
Watching Ross
he's
react
just
to
being-
words that he's never heard is my favorite part of the show and has been for 2 years. Just giving you a heads up.
That's the closest you've ever sounded to Mandarin to me. Man.
Yeah, you get a hunger. It's not hunger pain.
Right,
It's
hunger
It's hunger
pang.
pang. That's the stomach cramp you get. Jack has the opposite of that.
Well, it's a stitch, so it's like when you run too much and you get that.
I think Ping and Pang were in the Guinness Book of World Records, the Siamese.
Yeah,
twins,
who
right?
married the identical sisters. Never
they fathered so many kids.
Yeah, never.
Which must have been very weird.
It was like Hedonism 3. Just in the 1800s.
Ross,
I don't
Damn
know.
it.
No, I won't let you.
No.
I won't let you put
No.
that on me.
No.
304, and we already have a formal complaint.
Jack, you're the producer.
All right,
You have
and the
all the
program
buttons.
director. Let's not pass that up. My God, man. All
Let
right,
me complain to
407.
my boss real fast. Jack, the producer of my show that I'm on, keeps doing
Who's
really
you?
on the line stuff.
I got to yell at somebody about posting nudity on the website.
Oh, yeah. Who did that?
Oh, that was me.
Okay, Brainiac. My God almighty. You should have seen
still
my face
there.
today when I saw that on Gym Members.
Isn't it still there?
No, I snatched it down.
No.
Jim took it off of
Deborah.
Facebook. It's still on our website.
Excellent.
That's got to go, though, guys.
No, it doesn't.
all right,
No,
let's
it
take it down.
doesn't. JimColbertLive.com.
Guys,
It's the internet.
you
All right,
can't-
I'll take it.
No, man.
Wait.
No. It's
Oh,
not
my
just the internet.
God.
It's the iHeartNet.
All right.
We don't want those guys poking around. Jeez, that's just what I need right now.
Hey, I trust Getty Images. I didn't know they were going to slip one in there.
My
Hey,
God,
now.
is that really a Getty image?
It most certainly is. That's
It has
why.
to
Oh, my
be.
God.
Yeah.
Full-blown male nudity right there.
No. Let's not give yourself too much credit there. The picture, the thumbnail,
Thumb being the key word there.
Yeah,
it's just a lot of
Yeah.
one-piece swimsuits that should be
No,
explained.
Well, no,
That-
if you
that
look
guy
at the
front
one on the left,
Front left is not good.
there's something peeking out.
Oh, yeah. Out of that grass skirt.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let me
All
go.
right. I'm going to take it down.
No.
So if any,
Yes.
Wait,
Deborah, you can
wait.
see it right there.
you got a
Deborah.
couple minutes.
Give me a couple minutes. At least get me through the first break.
What are you talking about?
I need my glasses. Holy crap, you weren't kidding. JimColbertLive.com while it's still up there. Hang on, I need my glasses.
You should not be telling people that, man. That is
we
not
got-
good. You should have seen me in my chair this morning losing my S
Who is
because that was
that?
on there. Who cares who it is? He's obviously Jewish. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 7703.
I'm taking it down any minute.
Guys, I have a little bit of an issue. I just need some quick help, then we can move on with the show. I have a birthday event coming up in a couple weeks, and the person that is the birthday person does not need gifts. She's done quite well for herself.
Oh,
But
what wealthy people do all the time. Get them like a person. That's what they do, man.
But this is a completely different machine. Like, I mean, this is
Are you sure?
Again, no. I'm telling you, we are at a real loss here. We don't know what to do because I mean, she's very sweet. She's very benevolent with all of her employees. My wife and her are pals, and and she works there and everything. And she got my wife a very nice birthday gift. So obviously, you feel semi obligated to do something in return. But the thing is like, we don't know what to get her. I don't know what to do. I mean, again, they can do whatever they want. So we're really in one of those situations where you're like, I don't know what to do. I like a good bottle of wine, but I don't even know that. I don't know that that's the thing.
I would give you my idea, but no, you'll just mock me.
I won't. I promise.
Is she like, how benevolent is she?
Well, I mean, yeah, pretty. I mean, pretty benevolent.
Because
I could not match your benevolence.
There is an organization that I have gifted before. When someone came back from an overseas trip and talked about the abject poverty that they saw, there's a really good organization called Heifer International.
Oh, yeah.
I love Heifer
Yeah.
International. It allows you to buy everything from cattle to goats to, in my case, I bought beehives, trees, and water filtration systems. And then they give families around the world a hand up instead of a hand out. And it spreads a little love around the world.
So, and I'm just asking because I want to
That's
make sure
okay.
I'm right here. I don't want to. This is not mocking. So what you're suggesting is that she buy a goat for a village?
Yes.
Yeah, or a cow, or
a cow.
bees,
Yeah,
or
some chickens?
or
Yeah.
chickens.
Can
Yeah,
you do that?
exactly.
You can buy
Chickens. When you go on Heifer's website, you'll be able to see the multitude of things that you can buy, and they keep you updated throughout the year with how your gift has helped, how the people have been able to turn the chickens into an egg selling business. Mm-hmm. Oh, never mind.
Most
No, I'm
expensive thing is the unicorn, though.
Listen, I'm listening.
I know you are.
I'm listening because I don't know. I mean, that sounds as good as anything. Is it a tax write-off? Should love it. 407-916-1041, text us.
That and a nice bottle of wine. I don't know.
That's wild.
Because outside of a Birkin bag.
Yeah, no, we can't do that. I mean,
right, that's a $10,000 bag.
I'm not doing that.
You can get me one.
I love her and all, but we're not doing that.
I would need more information to feel confident with my advice here, Jen.
Well,
what kind of information are we talking about?
What was the gift that your wife received? If that's too personal, then that's fine.
It was some body goods.
Yeah, keep talking.
Jesus, Jack.
Body goods.
Some body goods. Some some really nice creams and whatnot for your skin and whatnot. Some some of the really good stuff. So she got her kind of that, and she knows my wife likes that stuff, so she got it for her. But I don't know, But again, this is stuff she already has. Getting her something is very unique, so you kind of want to do something personal. What was your suggestion?
Well, I just wanted to, how do you match that? Because you can go cream for cream.
But we don't want to do that. We want to do something that is kind of unique and stands out. Nothing that she can just kind of go to the mall and grab on Amazon. Something kind of cool like that. I don't know what it is.
All right.
Like tickets, we thought about tickets to a show, something like that. But all she does is work.
Yeah, like Hamilton or something.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's one of those weird things, and I don't like having any connections to get anything like super cool. That's one of the biggest myths in this business. That I can make a phone call to somebody and say, hey, hook me up with front row somewhere. That does not happen. So I'll figure it out for sure.
I think it's, I do enjoy Deb's suggestion because that's insane that you'd be like, you can buy a goat for a poor person village.
Yeah, you can. So
that's insane.
I've heard of that. Yeah. It's water purifiers, chickens, goats, cows. There are other things as well. I can't. Is it soap, stuff like that? Disinfectants, medicine.
It's called Heifers?
Heifer International. Yeah.
So I thought that was just Dillard's.
No, it's not Dillard's, buddy. It's a whole different machine.
Oh.
Dillard's just sells Jeffrey Bean shorts and Skechers.
Maybe a little Dillard's gift card.
We're not doing any Dillard's gift card, buddy.
A little foot massage. You should go with a IOU foot massage.
No, I thought about making a nice dinner, but the thing is, again, they eat out wherever they want. It's not that really big of a deal. So 407-916-1041. You can text us, of course, at 77031. Deborah taking care of something behind the scenes, probably one of our interviews or something. We'll move on. There's a couple things I did want to talk about as we moved into the show.
Like what?
Well, have you guys ever heard of the term Sober October?
Yes.
Yeah, it rhymes. That's why you do it.
I've heard of the Movember thing, the hair thing for guys, but I've not heard of the Sober October thing. I've heard of every other. Like I always thought that October was the breast cancer awareness month.
It is.
That's one of the many things. But the sober thing, I also heard like what is it? Dry January.
Yeah, that's another one I've heard.
Following New Year's, you all that drinking from the holidays and partying, and then you kind of give your liver a break in the month of January. Yeah.
All right.
Got to give the liver a break.
407. I'll tell you something cool with that story a little bit later, though. There's a reason I bring that up. It's kind of a unique thing. And it's weird because we're seeing all these new kind of life trends happening. We talked about a couple of them yesterday. I've got a couple more today that are extremely interesting. Deb, what's coming up for news?
Well, something you alluded to, Jimmy, at the top of the show. A woman is, quote, near death after a gang shootout on I-4. Urban Meyer's wife reacts to that viral video, and stealthing is now illegal in California. We'll tell you what stealthing is and a whole lot more coming up in Woke News.
Thanks, Dad. Plus, we have Embers only, Amy Drew Thompson, all that coming up just a little bit later. You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio. Deb's News up next.
Think we're just in your car? Think again. Anytime, anywhere, tell your smart device to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Clausman Law.
We're still looking at stop-and-go traffic heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polkline Road. It's slow, too, between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway, and also between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive. We're seeing eastbound delays as well between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. No reported issues right now on the 408. The beach line looks good, as well as the turnpike. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Audible. This fall, Audible is the best place to listen for everything you're into, from comedy to motivation to the latest bestsellers. Find it all at Audible with audiobooks, exclusive originals, and popular podcasts. Start listening free when you sign up at audible.com.
Man, it's time for a new bathroom. You know it better than anybody. Every day you walk by that bathroom in that house. And here's the thing. You bought your house, and the house is like built in the 70s, and you love everything about it except those bathrooms are that old pink or mauve or gold or avocado color, and they're kind of rotting and falling apart. And you know it's time, but you just heard so many nightmare stories about bathroom replacements. You're absolutely terrified to pull the trigger on anybody. But let me help you, man. Rebath can take care of all those fears that you have, because it's a national company with standards, policies, and procedures to make sure you get the bathroom of your dreams on time, every time, and for the price that they quote you. And plus, these are groutless bathrooms. That means no grout lines at all, just giant sheets of travertine or marble, perfectly cut, beautiful colors, and they do everything around it as well. The toilet, the tub, the lighting, the cabinetry, it's all right there at Rebath. All you do is go to their showroom, deal your ideas out, they do their ideas. Next thing you know, you have the bathroom of your dreams, and they start installing. It's so great, and it only takes a few days. They do it with their employees and no subcontractors, of course. Lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. Just go to 436 Altamont, right across from Kobe. That is where the showroom is. It's a must. When you go in there, you can see some cool stuff. But really what you got to do is log on and look at those before and afters and then book your appointment. That's Rebath, midfla.com.
This hour of Real Radio 104.1 brought to you by Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm.
Experience personalized health and anti-aging care with Affirmed Health Centers. At Affirmed Health Centers, Dr. Scott Self's professional team takes the most cutting-edge research and combines it with years of clinical knowledge to establish a unique treatment plan for you. Affirmed Health Centers provides customized treatments for weight gain, low sex drive, brain fog, chronic fatigue, ED, and more, plus hormone replacement therapy. Visit affirmedhc.com to schedule your free consultation today. That's affirmedhc.com.
Big Green Egg, the best place to go by far is Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassie's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wassiesmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
If you've been involved in a car accident and are not sure of your legal options, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando. The powerful new iPhone 13 Pro is here with the most advanced camera in an iPhone, and T-Mobile is the place to get it.
This new cinematic mode turned my travel videos into a filmmaking masterpiece.
Get the most out of your new iPhone on America's largest, fastest 5G network.
And posting. Whoa, that was fast.
And now, you can get iPhone 13 Pro on us with eligible trade-in and plan and upgrade forever.
So I can always have a new iPhone?
Yep, forever. Lock in the trade-in value of your new iPhone up to $800 every 2 years for your next upgrade. Get iPhone 13 Pro on us right now and upgrade forever. Only at T-Mobile.
With Max Plan and on us now via 30 monthly bill credits for well-qualified buyers plus tax. Contact us before canceling service to continue credits on current device or credits stop and balance on required finance agreement is due. Fastest based on average overall 5G speeds according to Open Signal Awards and USA 5G User Experience Report July 2021. See T-Mobile.com.
If your grocery delivery is just okay, that's not okay. But good news, now Kroger is here to not just deliver groceries, but over-deliver with freshness guaranteed. And the coolest trucks, literally, they're refrigerated to beat the heat, so your salad always has that farm fresh snap. Sound more than okay? Then order today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
For a limited time, you can get $15 off your next 3 orders for savings up to $45. Offer valid with digital coupon while supplies last.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
I'm Anthony Imperato, president of Henry Repeating Arms. Patriotic Americans are looking to protect and provide for their families, now more than ever. Henry has over 200 rifles and shotguns to choose from, made in America or not made at all, and backed by a lifetime guarantee. Go to henryusa.com and order our free catalog, decals, and a list of dealers in your area. That's henryusa.com. Thank you, and God bless America.
O'Reilly. It's Superstart Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. That means you can get up to a $25 gift card after mail-in rebate with the purchase of your Superstart battery. Return power, performance, and reliability to your car, truck, motorcycle, and more with Superstart batteries. Only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Killer hits. Commercial free. That's Halloween radio on iHeartRadio. From Thriller to Ghostbusters, Nightmare on My Street to Monster Mash, and so many more. This spooky station is perfect for putting you in the Halloween spirit all month long.
Plus, our Halloween playlist has all the fright.
With even more bite. Just open the free iHeartRadio app and search Halloween.
It's all there. Waiting for you.
iHeartRadio, #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app.
iHeartRadio.
Heard on the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Put your hands in the air. It's Friday. Ho! Hey! All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Of course, you can always text us at 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack and Ross are here as well. Don't forget JimColbertLive.com while it lasts.
Oh, my God.
Or is it too late?
Oh, no. It better not be, because I've got it on pause.
Thank you very much, Deb. I appreciate that. Let's get a check of the news. Here's Deb.
Oh, hell.
And now, it's time for Woke News.
It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world.
On the Jim Colbert Show.
Woke News brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Mwah. Tomorrow morning, give him a listen when he's also host of the Home Loans Radio Show. Unbelievably, but it is true, a 33-year-old woman is not expected to survive after an early morning confrontation between members of two rival motorcycle gangs out of Tampa. Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd said shots were exchanged and the woman was hit in the head. Judd is advising everyone against retaliation. Judd said gunfire was exchanged between members of the Thug Riders and the Sin City Disciples after the two came upon each other while both were headed toward Orlando. Judd says 38-year-old Ronald Donovan fired first, striking one of the Thug Riders who opened fire in return, and that's who hit the woman on Donovan's bike near the US 27 overpass. Judge says Donovan, who's facing attempted murder charges and other charges, is not cooperating with the investigation. The other victim, Judge says, may have just simply been acting in self-defense.
Wow.
But just what you want to be in the middle of on I-4 as you're driving to Orlando.
But even if you're acting in self-defense and he's shooting back at the guy who shoots him, but then hits the woman behind him, you're still responsible for where your bullet goes.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You don't get a pass.
Exactly.
You don't get a pass.
I'm just saying that's what it sounds like Grady Judge is saying.
Yeah, I don't think it works like that. I don't think you just start popping off rounds and the general public can be cool with it. Yeah.
All I can think of is just of all the things we already have to worry about when we're on the roads.
Yeah.
Is that, by the way, is that thunder that I just heard in the background at your house there, Jimmy?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we do have a lot of heavy rain moving into the area. What, Ross?
I just find that funny. That oh my God, is that thunder?
Well, that's...
No, we have some big storms coming in the area.
We do, and this is right about the time a lot of families are busy trying to pick up their kids. Jury selection in the Markeith Lloyd trial began today. Lloyd is accused of killing Orlando Police Lieutenant Deborah Clayton in 2017. His lawyers are expected to use the insanity defense, but if convicted, the 45-year-old Lloyd could get the death penalty. Kind of, I don't know how moot it is, but he is already serving life for killing his pregnant ex-girlfriend 5 years ago. 300 jurors have been summoned for today's first round of jury selection. And even though 4 years have passed, the pain of Deborah Clayton's death is still being felt. At least that's what Orlando Police Chief Orlando Rolone says, that he expects this trial is going to be very emotional. He tells the Orlando Sentinel he expects the judicial system will yield what is proper, and in the end, he'll accept whatever the outcome is.
He's the only criminal that I would love to see play Wheel of Fortune. Just so I can hear him say, "Can I buy an eye?"
A South Florida man faces prison time for admitting he left a profanity-laced voicemail threatening to kill Derek Chauvin's defense attorney. Chauvin, of course, the former Minneapolis police officer convicted of killing George Floyd. Investigators say William John Hartnett out of Miami made the call to the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association on April 6th. The 42-year-old pleaded guilty to transmitting a threat through interstate communications. He's ready to be sentenced on September 15th, and he could get up to 5 years in federal prison.
Man.
So,
man, oh man,
got to be careful of them voicemails. You can't think
so
voicemails.
stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
People are just so dumb.
I know.
I'll just leave a record of this. Nobody will find it. Not in 2021. I'll just say the most awful stuff. Nobody, no repercussions.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
No problem here. 6 Florida counties are suing over the state's ban on mask mandates. Yes, this still continues. The new lawsuit filed this week, I think today even, challenges the state health department's emergency rules, giving parents the final say on whether their kids should wear face coverings or quarantine after being exposed to COVID-19. Now, this affects school districts in Alachua, Broward, Duval, Leon, Miami-Dade, and Orange counties, which are plaintiffs in the suit. Orange County School Superintendent Barbara Jenkins defended her district's mask mandate before the board, saying, listen, it's necessary, it's reasonable, and it's narrowly tailored. But regardless, the U.S. Department of Education says the Florida School Board could be violating federal law by threatening to withhold grant money from districts that require masks. Now, in a letter to Florida Education Commissioner Richard Corcoran, a federal education official says the issue raises legal concerns. This is because the state school board yesterday ruled 8 districts, like I said, including Orange, violated the state law that bans those mask mandates. And the board is still threatening to withhold money equal to any federal grants awarded to support the district. So that's important to remember. So whatever money the state takes away and the feds give to try and fill that void, the state is going to withhold that money as well.
That much more.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly. So
this is a bad, optically in the nation, this is kind of a weird look for the state.
Oh, it makes us look like we're idiots.
Is suing the schools for trying to protect kids as best they can, I guess.
Yeah.
It's an interesting argument.
The wife of Jacksonville Jaguars head coach Urban Meyer is reacting to that viral video showing her husband dancing, if that's what you want to call it, with a young woman at a bar in Ohio. Shelley Meyer took to Twitter saying, quote, "We all make mistakes. We are all sinners. If you think you aren't, then cast the first stone," end quote. Meyer also said the message on Twitter would be her last. She said she was leaving the social media platform to escape what she called the, quote, hate, vitriol, slander, and trash, end quote.
Right. All that stuff that happened in that bar that night.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for announcing your departure.
Yeah.
Which I've always hated. That's social media rule 101. You don't have to announce hey, if you're seeing this right now, I didn't delete you. Get out of here with that.
And I bet if you're seeing it right now, you probably don't care like you didn't care yesterday.
I just thought it was, So.
Yeah. That Urban Meyer thing, when you look at that video, it's that's kind of inescapable. There's really no way to kind of explain your way out of that. Dude was just doing the wrong thing, and obviously his wife is just browbeaten to the point where she doesn't care, or maybe they have an agreement.
I was going to say, maybe they because some texters were man.
Here's the problem, though. In the context of using the word, there he is. Be careful. You got to shake hands high with that guy. The thing is, though, when you start using scripture and start doing the sin thing, whatever, you got to be careful with that because it's a double-edged sword. I mean, I understand the idea of forgiveness. There's no question. But in that same sense, other people don't roll like that sometimes. So they're, they think they expect an explanation. I mean, if they can move on, they can move on. The part I thought was kind of egregious that it wasn't really talked about. I mean, I think Sean talked about it a little bit, was that he didn't take the plane home with the team that night. Dude opted to go to his bar and have that happen rather than fly home with his team that just lost.
Well, yeah, but that's
so he sent the team home on the plane by themselves and went out partying.
It's kind of like what Brandon Kravitz. I mean, I know he joked about it on Monday that his biggest thing that pissed him off was Urban wearing an Ohio State shirt instead of the Bucks, or the Jag shirt rather. But
was it punishment like to the team? It's like, all right, I want you guys. You're going to fly home by yourself, and I want you to think about what you did here.
Right, yeah.
Cincinnati.
Well, I think about some other stuff in this bar.
Yeah, buddy, I'm gonna go get my ring back. My baloney has a first name.
I don't think this happens if Tebow would have made the team. I think Tebow would have, really helped him out.
Oh man,
that's probably why he got cut.
Tebow would have been the first one to forgive him.
Exactly.
Yeah, he got cut because he's a virgin.
Yeah, exactly.
Get out of here, dweeb.
Coach is like, man, I can't have that energy around here. I need to get me some.
Yeah, I'm trying to be cool.
A new audit says bridges in Orange County, have gone unrepaired for years.
But what could happen, though?
Nothing. Data shows, in fact, 28 out of 100 bridges were not monitored
over a quarter or so,
or fixed for about 3 years.
Do they say which ones they are? Like, is it I-4 overpasses? Is that what it is, or 408 overpasses?
Well, this story is too short.
Oh, don't tell us. It makes it more exciting to drive around town.
No, the Orlando Sentinel had a full write-up on this. This is a pretty big deal because, again, 28 bridges out of 100. Reports say most of the problems involve cracks, wooden pilings, loose metal. Now, depending on the location of the bridge, it's either up to FDOT, the Florida Department of Transportation, or Orange County Public Works, or the Convention Center to inspect and repair.
Okay. I mean, all those sound plausible. Let's just get one of them going to work.
Yeah.
I mean,
good luck with that. The new SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule has been given a name. Yesterday, the capsule was christened Endurance, by the 4 astronauts who are actually going to be flying in that spacecraft this month. On October 30th, 3 NASA astronauts and 1 from the European Space Agency will be on board Endurance on a mission to the International Space Station. Endurance is the 3rd named SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule following Endeavour and Resilience.
Nice.
They always come up with these powerful words, because it's a nerve-wracking experience. But why not throw the dice and let's call it intermittent?
It's It's like they all listened to Tony Robbins the night before and you take your power word and we'll put it in a hat.
Right, exactly. Call it crapshoot.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I like the name Endurance. It has the word endure in it. I'd rather be on a rocket that's called Complete Success.
Right, yeah. Back home safely.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't leak.
Yeah.
Okay, I know all 3 of you guys are super excited to check out the new James Bond movie.
I got my tickets tonight.
He's going tonight.
Are you going tonight? What are you going, Bradshaw?
I'm tomorrow at 3:30.
Are you really?
IMAX, baby.
Damn.
Jimmy?
I was hoping you guys were going another time so we could all kind of gather up. I've got to go see it. I mean, it's I'm a Bond
were
dude.
you hoping to go on a date with the boys?
Well, I was going to see what the fellas were going to do.
I'm going by myself.
Well, maybe you could tag along with Jack, Jimmy.
See if my boy wants to go. I'll grab my boy.
Okay.
We'll go.
I already got tickets for tonight.
We heard, Ross. We heard.
Oh, no.
We heard you left us out.
That was great, Ross. But he's talking about his other boy. He's talking about his other boy.
Don't get jelly.
But you're the first boy.
I mean, I don't know about that.
You dance nicer.
Better dancer.
Well, the latest James Bond movie and the final one with Daniel Craig is off to a roaring start, even with some COVID restrictions. No Time to Die. This is just in Thursday previews, so just yesterday. How much money do you think No Time to Die earned in their Thursday preview?
Thursday preview, and that's U.S. and just U.S.
No,
release?
this is just U.S.
Just U.S. release. $43 million.
Oh my! Just for a Thursday? Yeah, that's crazy.
That's cray.
I'll go $11 million.
Okay, Ross.
I will go. I'll go 10.
I'll go $15 million.
What?
What? I didn't go yet.
Yeah, you did.
Mr.
No, I didn't.
43.
I didn't go.
I didn't go yet. I had my mic off on accident. So.
Points Ross, $6.3 million in Thursday previews. Now, that may not sound as impressive as Jimmy's $43 million, but it is the best opening for a Bond movie as it beats Spectre's 2015 record by $1 million. So
it's going to be interesting to see what this does, like overall, for a couple reasons. One is because I think Black Widow and the other Marvel movie about the rings, the Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, those seem to be doing what was normal before the pandemic. Everything else seemed to kind of always come in a lot lower.
Right.
But with this, because of the pandemic, and they had to kick it back 18 months. Remember, this movie was supposed to come out April a year ago, but they had to pay the interest on the debt for the movie. And I heard Carlos talking about this on The Monsters. They need to get close to $1 billion at the box office to kind of turn a profit on this.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to do it if it's this quality of a film and like Ross and so many other people looking forward to that movie theater experience again. The film is out in the U.S. today, so it'll be interesting to see what the box office numbers are on Monday. If you love a teacher, know a teacher, maybe are a teacher, or you work somewhere else in the school, wanted to give you a heads up because educators nationwide are going to be able to get their hands on a free McDonald's breakfast.
Nice.
Yeah. I thought this was cool. We had talked about this last year when they did it, and they're doing it again this year. The fast food chain says it's bringing back its thank you meal program in order to celebrate the hard work, dedication, and impact of educators. And man, if they didn't show it before, they certainly did in this year of COVID. So from October 11th through the 15th, that's next week, teachers, administrators, and school staff across the U.S. can get the free meal. All they'll need is a valid work ID.
There you go. What is it, like a burger, fries, and a soda or something?
Well,
like a Whopper Jr.? Or?
Well, it's a breakfast, so I would imagine,
right.
It could probably be like a cup of coffee, a hash brown, an egg McMuffin, something better than the school cafeteria breakfast.
Yeah, like one of those little combo meals. That's a kind of cool thing to do.
I think so.
McDonald's has always been a good community partner for us. We worked with them quite a while. They do a very good job. They're very, very active in all the communities they're in.
And it's such a good thing to take care of the educators.
Got a cool clown.
Yeah, they do have a cool clown. All right,
Dope
Sam's
clown,
Club. Anybody here shop at Sam's?
I used to be a Sam's Club member. Matter of fact, I think it's probably gone now because the Sam's close to me closed, so I haven't been there in a while.
Well, Jack, you're a
Costco baby.
He's a Costco guy.
And then Ross, no.
Nothing.
Ross, you're not a big box store guy. No.
Well, it's difficult because if you don't have the people and the storage for the stuff that you buy, it's just
no reason to go.
Exactly. But maybe this year, because Sam seems to be the only one with hope this holiday season when it comes to what you're shopping for. Sam's Club will be stocking bigger turkeys, more toy brands, taller Christmas trees, and a whole lot more this year. The members-only warehouse club owned by Walmart expects Americans to gather in bigger numbers for the holidays this year after the pandemic let the air out of last year's holiday season. So Sam's Club's officials say they're betting on huge gatherings and pent-up demand, so they're trying to meet it. One new service, which may switch a lot of folks from over here to Sam's. One new service will drop 6 and 12 bottle packs of wine at customers' doors so they can stock up for parties.
Hell yeah.
About time wine went with a 6-pack.
Sam, look, man, if you have a family, the paper goods and stuff, we would get that.
Yeah.
You know? Back when the kids were in the house, it was an absolute savior, man.
Cleaning,
it was a savior.
Paper toweling, laundry detergent, all that stuff that you go through that's so unbelievably expensive at the grocery store.
6-pack of wine about to get Stephanie a DUI.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get a 6-pack.
Okay, does anybody know what stealthing is?
I do not know what stealthing is. Obviously it means to hide, stay hidden, conceal, or hide, or conceal, or become invisible, or camouflage,
or just hide doing something or not doing something. Ross, you would maybe of the you don't know.
I have no idea.
Well, it turns out, at least in California, it is now illegal.
Good.
To remove a condom during sex without consent.
Oh man, that is dirty.
Governor.
That is a dirty-ass move. Who would do that?
Apparently enough that they needed a law.
Good Lord of mercy. That is a dirty-ass move.
That is a dirty-ass move. Governor Gavin Newsom has signed a bill explicitly outlawing what's called stealthing. The law expands the civil definition of sexual battery and will allow victims to sue for punitive damages. Now, Newsom said stealthing, think about it, could expose a victim to unwanted pregnancy, sexually transmitted diseases. The bipartisan bill passed with 0 no votes.
How do you prove that, though? That's so crazy. Like, how do you prove that somebody purposely took their condom off during sex?
I mean,
that's so difficult to prove.
I've had times where the thing is broken in the middle of it, and just like in the middle of that interaction, I start going like, "Wow, this is feeling too good."
Right.
There's a problem.
I don't think it was a big deal till someone made it a TikTok challenge, and so I think the proof would be in the video they post.
Oh, God.
I made that up.
Yeah.
I was hoping, because you never know, Jack. In this day and age, you
Hey,
just
it's
never
Slap a
know.
Teacher Day. Yeah.
Exactly.
And
there
then
was
steal their toilet.
And there was a kid just yesterday who was arrested for slapping a teacher.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
they should let the teacher slap him straight back in his face. Full bore send, full send, running start.
Off the top rope.
Full send, off the top rope with a buddy slinging him in there.
Hit him
like a boat.
people's elbow, man.
Oh, yeah.
Get it done.
You doing slapping a teacher?
Borrow a bigger hand.
TikTok told him to.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still.
I know, but those viral, hits.
Even before TikTok, there were videos of students doing this.
Yeah,
but it's not just TikTok. It's far more complex.
If a 16-year-old slapped me, if I was a teacher, and a 16-year-old came up and slapped me, and I punched him square in his blinking nose,
you would be arrested.
And doped him up real nice there, just tuned him up real nice there.
Bang,
I would
bang.
get arrested for that?
Yes,
that's
you would.
That's self-defense,
No,
right?
You would be arrested.
No.
Yes, you would.
No way.
Yes, you would. Because
somebody hits me unprovoked and I punch them back, I get arrested?
Yes, because he's a minor. He's a minor. I'm sorry, Jimmy. Anybody wants to...
I don't care what he does for a living.
Hey, I would gladly like to be wrong, because I think that's exactly what should happen to anybody who punches a teacher in the face. But I'm telling you, you would be arrested because he is a minor.
Like back in the day, right? Kids would give apples to teachers.
Well, back in the day, our parents didn't take our side. If your teacher hit you, your parents' first question is, "What'd you do?"
Yeah, I mean, usually you get another one when you get home.
Yeah, well, you didn't want to go home because school already called and told them. And... All right, enough of my childhood. Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Listen, if you haven't heard before, Don gives great advice as host of the Home Loans Radio show right here on Real Radio 104.1 every Saturday morning from 9 to 10:30 a.m. You can listen as Don answers your text question live on the air. But here's the secret. You don't have to wait till tomorrow. You can go to homeloansradio.com right now for information. And while you're there, apply now to get a free quote for a mortgage. It's the most convenient way to get a mortgage quote. And it affords you to work with the best in the business, and that someone is Don. See for yourself at homeloansradio.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Embers Only is next.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Hey everybody, good Friday to you. Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King, and now Fox 35 Storm Center. Want to update you on those changing skies here in Central Florida on this Friday. Do expect the start to the day pretty quiet and dry. Mixed skies out there, but that rain chance really begins to move on up by mid-late afternoon, up to 70%. Heavy rain and lots of lightning around us. Storms are going to be firing up. 90 that high, so hot and humid, you bet. West winds at 5. Showers and storms before 11 o'clock tonight, and looks like a few of those could be on the stronger side. We'll be monitoring here. 72 for that low. It'll be calm through the late overnight hours. For your Saturday and Sunday, warm highs in the upper 80s with rain chances both days at about 30 to 40%. For Fox 35, I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Audible. This fall, Audible is the best place to listen for everything you're into, from comedy to motivation to the latest bestsellers. Find it all at Audible with audiobooks, exclusive originals, and popular podcasts. Start listening free when you sign up at audible.com.
Duke Energy is ready to help you through this year's hurricane season. We're investing in a stronger, more resilient grid to help reduce and even prevent outages. And when storms strike, Duke Energy will be there to get the power back on as safely and quickly as possible, while keeping you informed. It's all part of building a smarter energy future. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
The Haunted Road in Orlando this fall. A terrifying drive-through ghost sighting adventure. Select nights September 30th through November 7th. Get your tickets at thehauntedroad.com.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. When choosing a health plan, everything's important. Like knowing that when I go to my doctor visits, whether primary or specialist, I don't have a copay. That's peace of mind. Solis Health Plans gives me that. Also, knowing that with Solis, I have the benefit of obtaining up to $1,200 per year in OTC products. That's a relief. Yes, with Solis Health Plans, you get up to $1,200 a year in OTC products. Brand name products. Real quality. Solis also has the benefits you're looking for. Transportation to doctor visits, hearing, vision, dental, and much more, like mental health programs to address the indirect effects of COVID-19. It's time for you to become a member so that you can have the peace of mind of knowing that with Solis, you're with a health plan that truly responds because they're local. Call now and join a local health plan that makes a difference at 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
Mr. and Mrs. Flavor, thank you for joining us.
Great to be here. I'm Barry, the flavor of berry.
I'm Janet. I'm bitter.
And I understand your son is the flavor menthol?
Yes, he's the menthol in a menthol cigarette.
He's such a disappointment. Out there getting people addicted, being used by big tobacco to target black people. He could have been a lozenge.
Menthol cigarettes are harder to quit than regular cigarettes. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. KARS Cards for Kids.
Donate your car today with 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. We're a recognized 501c3 charity organization, so you'll receive a maximum tax deduction. What's more, you'll receive a vacation voucher of 3 days and 2 nights. Also on the web at carsforkids.com.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
When you become a caregiver, you have lots of questions. Like, what medical supplies do you need? And how do I choose an adult diaper? Carewell is here to help. It's your shop for everything caregiving. Great products like Depends, Ensure, and Tranquility at prices you'll love. With real caregiving specialists available 24/7, ready to help. Plus, fast, free 1 to 2 day shipping. Caregiving isn't easy, but you don't have to do it alone. Visit carewell.com/radio for $10 off. That's carewell.com/radio. Terms apply.
In 2011, 3 siblings went on an 8-day, 15-state AK-47 wielding crime spree. Introducing the Doherty Gang podcast. This is the true story of one family's cross-country criminal rampage.
Police say the trio have a stockpile of weapons, and at least one of them has made it clear he's not afraid to die.
Listen to the Doherty Gang. That's DOUGHERTY Gang on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Brought to you by DuckDuckGo. Protect your privacy online for free with DuckDuckGo.
Get a 79-cent large Big Gulp fountain drink with 7 rewards. Think about how much refreshingly glorious Big Gulp goodness you can get from raiding your couch cushions, or searching your car seats, or plundering your pants pockets. You're a Gulpillionaire, and you don't even know it yet. 7-Eleven. Take it to 11. Offer good through 11/2/21. 79-cent plus tax where applicable at select U.S. 7-Eleven stores. See 7-Eleven app for full terms.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
The good news? You can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Embers only coming up here in just a couple seconds. Top of the hour, we'll have Primetime Kitchen with Amy Drew Thompson from the Orlando Sentinel. And she found another little cool pizza spot here in Orlando and has a great little review for that, plus a couple other things I think you'll be super interested in. Again, that's Primetime Kitchen at the top of the hour. Ross, what are you doing?
I forgot there's a camera.
Why were you licking the air? You were licking the air. Why were you doing that?
I was not licking the air. I was trying to do a little force perspective of me licking the microphone, so I was behind the microphone. We don't have to talk about it.
That's the least weird thing he did during the past break.
Yeah, I walked by and saw him laying on the floor.
What are you doing, man? What's wrong with you? Are you okay?
What is wrong with you?
What? There's nothing wrong with me. I'm not the one laying on the floor licking the air.
Who does that? I'm not doing that. I did that for a little bit.
Well, I didn't ask you how you were just because.
I am fine. I had
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. It's Friday. Don't put me in a bad mood. I'm in a good mood.
Yeah.
Can you see how good of a mood I'm in?
You're always in a good mood.
Look at those lines on his forehead.
I know.
That's what they call him Good Mood Jim.
I only see one vein in his forehead throbbing.
Right. All right, 407-916-1041. I want to ask you guys real quick before we get to Embers Only. I wanted to try to bring this up later, but we are so stacked today. I read a blurb today. I can't even remember where it was because the social media thing now is becoming a thing where they're like, well, how do we regulate this with the Facebook whistleblower,
right?
And the idea of keeping kids safe and making sure that they're growing up well balanced and not completely neurotic about how they look or what they're wearing or how they wear their hair or whatever. And I heard an interesting little thing about floating the idea of having operating hours for social media.
Oh.
Like as if it was a business. Like you go to your social media account at a certain time. Now I know we talked about this before. Don't know that you need the government for this because other people can handle this and not freak out and not lose their mind and not get some kind of onset neurosis because of this. But the idea of, I saw that, Jack. By the way, the idea of that is so that you can have that time. That you could just do the social media like 7 to 4, or maybe it's broken up at 7 in the morning till 10, and then maybe 4 until 9 at night.
And so, Jimmy, you dropped the line of you don't know if the government should be involved, and that has been the question all along. And I don't think the government wants to be involved.
They do not,
but
obviously.
I think they're going to find themselves forced to be involved. And I think that's what we're learning about with the whistleblower and the information and what Facebook knew, and then what they were putting out, putting out there as a public information,
and how they could have possibly. Malicious is a weird word to use there, but I would say that it wasn't. It wasn't above board. I mean, obviously they knew that this information they'd received by this study showed that that the app was having a negative impact on teenage girls.
And not only that, it's the question when they were choosing profits over, public good. And,
right.
You might be able to argue what it is actually the public good. However, this is leading to lawsuits, and it's the lawyer representing the whistleblower filing lawsuits with the SEC because Facebook has an obligation to not mislead their shareholders. And they're saying what they've done with the information that they have and what they chose not to release and what to conceal is basically illegal for their shareholders.
Do you know, I did not honestly, and this is just, even though hearing in the news, just simply because I don't know anybody that does this, but a lot of people get their news from Facebook. Solely get their news from Facebook, because I just saw yesterday or this morning when Facebook shut down for, what was it, half a day, a full day, something like that?
Just about 6-7 hours.
Traffic to actual news sites increased heavily. So that means people wanted news, they wanted to get information, and they were choosing Facebook to do that. When Facebook went down, they went to other news sites to do that. So I didn't know that much of an audience for Facebook actually sought it out for news. I always thought it was just to, find out what your, people you went to high school and your family was doing. I didn't think anybody really trusted it for that. That sounds so stupid to even think of that.
You said, though, that you don't think the government would be needed for that to happen, and I could not disagree more. There's no way.
What I was saying is what Jack said. I don't think the government wants to be involved with it, but we have the FCC for a reason, to protect what we say on the air, protect people from that, or to regulate what we say and what we can do.
Yeah, but the possibility of them going from 8 to 5, 9 to 5, and I'm not here saying that's a good idea or a bad idea, but for that to be any feasible reality, it's not Facebook or social media companies going ahead of you know what, they're right. We should go on business
obviously
hours.
They're not going to do that, buddy. What I'm saying is the idea that the government would kind of institute some kind of thing where you could only log onto your social media for so long under a certain age. That's what they're talking about. It was a bigger picture than that.
And they may welcome, actually, the social media companies may welcome some restriction, because then it's not up to Facebook to decide what's right for them and allow the other platforms to continue to operate. If there's one set of rules, then if everyone has to follow it, then it's like, well, our hands are tied. We'll do it now.
And that was the story that came out the day after the whistleblower, was the fact that, Facebook's other officer was like, working with the government and having the government do this is so much better than allowing Facebook to decide on its own. I was like, damn, that tune has changed.
Yeah, a lot. Let's do Embers only.
Now, it's time to explore the world of cigars, spirits, and other things that make life worth living.
Absolutely a lot different.
This is Embers only.
Embers only brought to you by our friends over at Corona Cigar Company. 3 lounges here in Central Florida to enjoy. They are giant cigar lounges. Downtown Orlando, Heathrow, and the OG location, Sand Lake Road. And a lounge is this. Imagine just a walk-in humidor with great drinks and wonderful cigars. That's basically what it is. The downtown location, simply amazing. Sand Lake, Heathrow, both the same, full of people who want to help you enjoy the luxury cigar lifestyle, whether it be a beginner, whether it be a seasoned smoker. And if you're just beginning with a humidor, a lighter, an ashtray, a cutter, all of that stuff, they can get you set up. They're not shaming you. Nobody cares if you just began. They're actually super happy that you're enjoying the lifestyle. So check them out. It's Corona Cigar. You can find them online as well at coronacigar.com. Ross, you've had the cigar that is the cigar of the week this week, and this is the cigar that kind of breaks the mold for what you think about cigars. It's like the stout beer of cigars. It's called the Sin Compromiso Grand Elefante.
Oy, oy, oy.
Now,
okay, Poppy.
This is a super premium cigar. They're $19.50 a piece, but here's what you get. What you get is an absolute meal of a cigar. It is absolutely delicious. It looks real dark, and when I say break the mold, it looks dark and foreboding, but when you start smoking it, you get this beautiful semi-sweet kind of chocolatey cedar, beautiful earthy flavor cigar that fires up immediately. Great construction. I can't say all dayer, but this is a big luxury fun smoke that goes absolutely well with tequila, Ross.
Yes!
They suggest tequila with this, and I could not agree more, because the pepper doesn't happen until about halfway through the cigar. Tequila supports that. It is just an absolutely delicious smoke that you're going to love. It's called the Sin Compromiso. That's S-I-N, Compromiso, Gran Elefante. It is a big old smoke, 7 inches long. It's a mouthful, and it's delicious. It's medium strong, so even though it's dark and foreboding, it's not going to blow you apart. You'll be able to enjoy it, especially with the fall coming up. So try one today. Again, the Sin Compromiso. It is our cigar of the week. Thanks for joining us for that, and get over to Corona Cigar to get your Sin Compromiso and all the other cool stuff for your cigar smoking needs. Again, that's coronacigar.com. Back with Primetime Kitchen and Amy Drew Thompson from the Orlando Sentinel right after this.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Clausman Law.
Showers making the roadways slick, so take it easy if you have to be on the roads. We're seeing more delays from accidents north on 417 between University Boulevard and Aloma Avenue. The right lane is blocked. Expect a slow ride here, as well as westbound on the beach line between Narcoossee Road and Goldenrod Road. 2 left lanes are still blocked, and we're seeing heavy delays through this stretch. Westbound I-4 slow near Osceola Polkline Road. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Circle K. Sip and save at Circle K with their new drink subscription. Enjoy 1 coffee or fountain drink every day for only $5.99 a month. Sign up in store. Circle K. Take it easy.
Man, if you wear contact lenses or glasses, you understand the difficulties of someone's daily activities that have to deal with those things. If you're tired of glasses fogging up, your contact lenses irritating your eyes, laser vision correction could be the solution for you. And even better, you can even use your flexible or health savings account funds to pay for that vision correction procedure. Get clear vision and regain freedom in your daily life with the help of the Filatowski Eye Institute. They are the leaders in vision correction here in Central Florida. Actually, helped my son get a new life, and my father-in-law as well. Gave him completely different looks at life. Simply amazing technology here, guys, and it works. Schedule your consultation right now. Text 1041 to 868686. Again, all you got to do, just simply text 1041 to 868686 for the Filatowski Eye Institute.
It gets hot in the summertime, and last year, I'm so glad I found Mills Air because they were able to switch out my old system for a Carrier system, and I saved so much money when it comes to my power bill. It is millsair.com. That's millsair.com. Have them check out your system, millsair.com.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Care has the power to bring kindness where it's needed. It brings out the best in every one of us. It doesn't just see people. It takes time to understand them. It puts the needs of others ahead of its own. And when you start with care, you end up with a very different kind of bank. Truist. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Hey there, I'm attorney Mo DeWitt. I enjoy long walks on the beach and pursuing justice. Injured on the go? You already know. Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com. Office Orlando. 866. Call Mo.
In the time before AT&T fiber internet.
Me video call is all stuttery. Does me face look okay on your end?
A monster! Bring a monster!
In the time after AT&T fiber internet.
I love having 25 times faster upload speeds than cable.
Yeah.
The dawn of a better internet era with AT&T fiber.
Limited availability in select areas. Check eligibility at att.com/getfiber based on Internet 1000 wired upload connection speed versus major cable providers 1 gig service with uploads of 35 megabits per second. Speeds vary, not guaranteed. Restrictions apply.
Sunnyside Plumbers.
Yes, my drains are backing up.
For service in Swedish, press 1.
What?
For service in Klingon, press 2.
But
For all other languages, press 3.
What the?
Fine. Please state the nature of your problem.
Drains backing up.
For drain problems, press 11.
There is no 11.
Must have a new phone. The old ones had 11.
That's it. This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Well, I...
Did you?
What was I thinking?
Indeed. So are your drains still plugged, or have they magically fixed themselves?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have plumbing or drain problems, you need help fast, a helpful operator to guide you, and plumbers who will provide a permanent solution. That's the Frank Gay way.
Sounds to me like you should have called Frank Gay.
That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
Thanks for the coffee. No problem. With my cash rewards card from Navy Federal Credit Union, I get up to 1.75% cash back. Isn't it 1.5%? Now it's up to 1.75%. That's bigger and better. I bought these scones with my cash back. I love scones. Me too. Scones for everyone.
When you sign up for direct deposit, you can earn up to 1.75% cash back with the Cash Rewards Card. Learn more at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Over 60 diesel-powered trucks in stock right now. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch. Yeah. We like it when you watch. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
That's right, guys. Welcome to another edition of Primetime Kitchen here on Real Radio 104.1, featuring Amy Drew Thompson from the Orlando Sentinel, brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware. Love those guys. If you like cooking outside like I do, you gotta have a big green egg. You like that wood-fired flavor in everything you cook, that will give it to you for sure. Cook it super hot, 600, 700, 800 degrees. Bring it real low for smoking overnight. You can do it. Easy to control the heat. Man, it's just absolutely a must. Tools Ace Hardware is your headquarters here in Central Florida for those, with all sizes in stock and accessories ready to go. Find yours right now at acehardware.com. Amy Drew Thompson, how you doing this week? How you been?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys?
Doing wonderful. You know, man, you are a content monster, aren't you?
Am I?
Yeah, you are. I mean, you are a content monster. I mean, just like every time I roll through my Facebook feed, or there's always something new from you up there, which is really awesome for here in Orlando. You almost have to be. Wallet Hub this week announcing that Orlando comes in #2 in the nation. Finally getting that respect that we're due when it comes to the great flavors, saying up and down I-Drive and all the way downtown, you can find one of the most, they called it one of the most diverse culinary cities in the nation. I agree with that.
Many years ago, I said, there's a reason why they call it I-Drive. People think that it's super touristy, which it can be, but, you go there and you dig into those little malls and stuff, you can find some really good stuff from all over the world, without a doubt.
And Amy Drew, I got to tell you, I talked to a number of people when we were doing Primetime Kitchen full time, and a lot of the guys are saying, there's more local flavor out there than there's ever been before. Tapatura just beginning, and even the great restaurants, the restaurants that used to be the hotels were so good for years, and then it kind of became a thing not to go out to I-Drive, but man, the hotel restaurants out there at the on I-Drive are great.
I love those hidden gems. I could think of, you can get Sichuan cuisine, you can get Ethiopian cuisine,
right.
You can get Middle Eastern cuisine, like little places that you wouldn't expect.
Love it. Well, speaking of little places you wouldn't expect, I read your column this week on this, everybody likes a good pizza. True. Everybody likes a good pizza. Everybody wants it perfect. There's a couple places in town that have gained a reputation for making very good pies in town. And, of course, you have your standard pies in town. But you found one out there, Celebration, that is pretty darn good.
Oh, my gosh, yes. Posto, it's not been open long. I can't remember how long, but not very long. Went down there to check it out, and I was really impressed. They've got a beautiful gas assist. So, like, a lot of people wrote to me, and they said, well, it's not real Neapolitan. No, and it's not trying to be. They don't use the 00 flour. They don't have a straight wood-fired oven, although they could put wood in that oven if there wasn't issues with ventilation in the building and all that. But it's a gas assist oven. It can cook a pizza in 90 seconds, but they like to take their time. So you'll get your pie in 3 to 4 minutes. And they use a 0 flour, not a 00 flour. So it's kind of like a little bit of a hybrid Neapolitan New York.
Is that the amount of protein that's in the flour? The 00?
I'm not even sure. You caught me with my culinary pants down. I have no idea.
I think it is, though, because I remember talking to Trina from 7 Bites, and I was talking, she was like, man, you wouldn't even believe. I mean, we have to figure out what kind of flour to use, because every flour has a different protein and gluten level, which means it reacts differently when you mix it. And the more you need it, it becomes more not gelatinous, but it can become more chewy, and you don't want that. So you have to be very careful. So that's probably what it is, because you said the crust was nice and crispy, but kind of doughy inside.
Not really that doughy.
I
think one was a little crispier than the other, but I know here at home when I make pizza, it's high gluten.
Gluten overload.
I want all the gluten in my pizza.
So what else was good out there? It's really weird, Amy Drew, because we talk about pizzas, and to me, the sauce and the bread are kind of everything. Everybody sources their cheese and meats and stuff from certain places, but a lot of it comes from a lot of the same places. But that's the important thing. Did you find everything up and down the menus genuinely good across the board?
For me, crust. It starts with crust. After that, everything comes after for me. If the crust is no good, my mom, if she sees, my kids not eating the crust, she'll take it and hit them. How are you my grandchild? This is the best part. And then she eats it,
They call it the pizza bones.
But up and down the menu, we had a gorgeous, chopped panzanella salad that had croutons in there. That's from the house-made bread. So he makes his own bread there. And I had no idea, by the way, when I went, I usually only find out after that one of the owners is the former executive chef at Blue Zoo. So he has got, he's got a long chefy resume, and he brought all of his fine dining cred to the pizzeria. He joked with me. He's like, I thought I was opening a pizzeria, but I'm doing prep all day. Like, it's a fine dining restaurant. They sous vide the desserts and
sous vide the dessert, stuff. Like a pudding or like a bread pudding or something.
They do a cheesecake. I think they do a creme brulee. They do a sous vide creme brulee.
So that
I didn't get a chance because I ate so much pizza.
Yeah,
which is usually what happens.
That Blue Zoo restaurant had a big name attached to it, didn't it?
Todd English.
Yeah. Wow, I ate there one time. It was very, very good. Very unique dining experience. The restaurant's beautiful too, by the way.
Yeah, I do remember it being a very funky place.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, right? Amy Drew Thompson joins us, Orlando Sentinel columnist, foodie. For sure. Let's talk about dark beer. It is stout season, and funny enough, my wife is a 125-pound stout drinking monster. She absolutely loves stouts, which is kind of weird. But because Amy Drew, and I want you to tell everybody, stout beers are the weirdest thing because immediately you look at them and you're like, oh my God, that's going to be so strong, so overpowering.
It's a milkshake.
So all of this. And man, really, if they're made well, and I know Bo Egan's here in town makes a damn good one, it is one of the best drinks. In the fall, Imperial Stouts for me all day long. Love them.
Yeah, and it's funny because, fall is sort of subjective here, right? We're it's pumpkin season and it's not 90, so fall.
Let me grab a sweater.
Right, exactly. You find yourself kind of, and the good part is every place is over air conditioned, so you can wear sweater and boots to any mall, any movie theater.
Right.
Go to a hospital, you got to bring a North Face jacket.
But that's so funny though. It's true. That's the only time you can wear it, right? You see the Ugg boots come out the minute it gets about below 80.
Right.
But you did find some good breweries here brewing some pretty darn good stouts. Bo Egan's is where we started there in Castleberry, and I know they've made a great one. They do a bourbon barrel aged, like a German chocolate stout I've had before that is like drinking a cake.
Yeah, those crazy imperial pastry stouts are nuts because most people, at least if you're not familiar with stout, most people will think, what's the most famous stout, right?
Guinness.
Of course. And so that's like a dry Irish stout. It's good, it's famous, but what you drank, that German chocolate, is
I would tell people
nowhere near that.
If they don't like those stouts that are dry and a little bitter with coffee notes like that, just try the oatmeal stouts. Oatmeal stouts are creamier. And they really almost drink like milk. And I know some of them can get that lactose in there where it does have that creamy flavor to them. I know the Nutella, I think J-Dub made a Nutella or Mootella beer that was like a Nutella cream stout that was genuinely, it was like, it was a dessert. It almost didn't even drink like a beer.
J-Dubs does a chocolate. I think it's a milk chocolate porter that I think is outstanding. But the nitro, the stouts that they put on nitro are crazy. Those are creamy. I mean, pretty much literally like a milkshake almost.
It really is. And I know that we have so many breweries. Gatlin Hall does one you have down here that you checked out, Persimmon Hollow over in DeLand area, I believe. Is it DeLand? It's
DeLand, but they're also downtown now.
Right, yeah. Yeah, they just
right
opened
in
downtown.
Thornton, kind of in the like right off Lake Eola Park.
Dead Lizard had one that's really good. A lot of people here in town, when it gets fall, they'll do one. I know 1010 did one for a while. 1010 actually did one with a piece of tree that got struck from a lightning in a graveyard. Remember that one?
I don't remember that one.
Oh, man,
I do remember that they did a fun one that was like it was basically like based on Neapolitan ice cream and a waffle cone. And they put like all those flavors plus actual waffle cones in the brew. Those guys are nuts.
It was fun, though, man. I have to tell you, it was really, really fun. I want to end this up with something that you wrote about, I believe, a couple days ago, October 5th column, as I see it here. And it's about raclette. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is this. I talk about a guy I know named French Steve. My wife has a friend named Rhonda, and French Steve is her boyfriend, and we met him, and he came over to our house and he says, I'm bringing dinner, right? And you're going to have to be open-minded. I'm bringing dinner. It's called raclette. And I had no idea what it was. And it turned out being the most fun. Like, it was, not only was it fun, it was freaking delicious. Melted cheese, cured meats, all those wonderful flavors, potatoes with just big chunks of cheese melting and just, man. And so they have one of those in Orlando you can actually go and enjoy?
Yeah, if you go over to, and by the way, I love that his name is French Steve, which sounds so un-French. Yeah, if you go over to Plant Street Market, there is a stall there called More Than Cheese that offers raclette on the potatoes, on the bread, on the prosciutto sandwiches, on whatever, they'll fire that thing up, it gets all, and then they just scrape it.
They scrape it right up.
And I'll make this, it gloobs onto the plate.
Let's go. It gloobs. Let's go. The one I tried, you plug it in, and it's got these little trays and these little pans, and you would like pile all the stuff you want, and then you'd put your cheese under there, under the coil or whatever, and it would melt it, and they would just pour it on top of the potatoes or the bread, and you would serve it with like some briny olives or pickles to kind of break up the fat. And
the little cornichon, the pickles with the cheese, it's so good.
Oh my God, or caper berries would go. I mean, all of that was just so good with it, and I mean, just to have one of those in town where you can try it out. You said it's in Winter Garden. That's Plant Street in Winter Garden?
At Plant Street Market. And if you happen to go to Epcot Food and Wine, which is still going on, the Alps Marketplace there does a raclette as well. That's not a guarantee that it's going to be there every year, but it is there this year. So if you haven't gone to Food and Wine yet at Epcot, you can get it there. And a lot of people wrote in. There was a place, and I can't verify this hardcore. Somebody wrote in and said, My French Cafe in Windermere does raclette, and I did see something on the menu, but I can't vouch. And then other people sent me pictures of some stuff they bought at Trader Joe's that you can melt on your food. So I don't know any of these products, but we got so much response on Let's Eat Orlando. You can peruse that post.
Man, I asked Steve, I said, where did you even get this machine? I mean, this thing is great. You're talking about one of the most fun, like a party. If you're just having like a dinner party with 6 or 8 people and you did a raclette, if you were able to get that machine, that would be the most unique thing. It would be like, remember the old fondue parties when fondue hit and everybody had a fondue kit? It would be kind of like that. Yeah.
That's a 70s thing.
I think you can get those on Amazon. You could just, you can get those. I think they're like $30, $50.
They're not that bad, and I'm telling you, man, it is so much fun because it's like a living charcuterie is what it is. I mean, you could just build whatever you want, but you get to melt that cheese on top. You can choose whatever cheese is. It's a really cool thing. You got to check that out. It's spelled RACLETTE.
Correct. And honestly, I'm just imagining scraping that cheese off onto a big old burger from your big green egg.
Oh, God almighty. Don't even get me started. Amy Drew, where can people find you, where they can follow you all week and learn about all your great writing and the restaurants that you try and the wonderful things you find in Orlando to eat and drink?
Of course, you can find me at the Orlando Sentinel, and they have a very reasonable right now digital subscription, which is pennies. I think it's a penny a day for 4 months. So you get all my stuff plus all Scott Maxwell stuff, plus everybody else's reporting. And I think that deal is a penny a day for 4 months. You can also find me on Let's Eat Orlando on Facebook. So join the Let's Eat Orlando page, come be a member, be a part of the conversation. It's super fun. And there's about 6,000 people there who want to talk to you and give you recommendations and just blab with you and see what you made for dinner. You can post whatever you cooked and people will love it or critique it. And,
what a great, and it is a great resource because you do have a lot of different opinions. People like different things. It can give you different experiences they've had and how what they had adds up. So it is really cool. I just started seeing that, by the way. It's Let's Eat Orlando.
Correct.
Well, Amy Drew, we appreciate it as always. Have yourself a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next Friday for another edition of Primetime Kitchen.
Thank you so much.
You're the best.
Absolutely.
All right.
You guys are so sweet. No applause, just throw money.
All right, back in a second with more of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks for joining us for Primetime Kitchen, brought to you by our friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. Look, guys, when you're dialing in your backyard for those special days, Tools has you covered with the best grills out there, Weber, Traeger, and of course, Big Green Egg. All the accessories you need, all the smoking wood you need, rubs, marinades, everything to make that outdoor experience amazing. You know, those family experiences are extremely special. Make sure you're doing it right with one of these great grills from our friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. With 11 locations in Central Florida, chances are you're right around the corner from your next dream grill. Find yours today at toolsacehardware.com. From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, the lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry.
Showers making the roadway slick, so take some extra caution if you're traveling out on the roads. Some good news, authorities are clearing accidents north on 417 between University Boulevard and Aloma Avenue. It's on the shoulder now, as well as westbound on the beach line between Narcoossee Road and Goldenrod Road. We're still seeing heavy traffic westbound on I-4, though, between World Drive and Osceola Polkline Road. See traffic problems, call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Newsy, the only free 24/7 over-the-air news network. Get your news with Newsy, the only 24/7 news network that's free, using your TV's digital antenna or your favorite streaming device. Newsy is the essential, relevant journalism you've been searching for. Solid facts without the opinions. Learn more at newsy.com.
Fall is a great time for a beautiful new fence from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence. That's exactly when I got my Mossy Oak Fence last fall. I absolutely love it. Looks amazing. Like amazing. Frames my house so perfectly. Built so well. Every possible style you could get, not to mention great products as well. They will add appeal and value to your home, but more importantly, give you that safety and security for your family, your kids, and your pets. They set the standard for quality, giving you the best warranty in the business. And guys, we are talking premium quality custom fences that are built to last. All you have to do is call or visit mossyoakfences.com. That is where your family's safety and security is their number one priority. Again, it's easy. mossyoakfences.com.
This year full of real radio is brought to you by Clausman Law. Car crash? Call Glenn Clausman. ClausmanLaw.com.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Did you know that Solis Health Plans gives you up to $1,200 per year in OTC products? Yes, up to $1,200 per year in OTC products. That's a relief. Furthermore, with Solis, you don't have a copay when visiting primary doctors or specialists. Zero. Call now and join a local health plan that makes a difference. 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
Hey, it's Jack, and my wife and I are looking for a nearly new car that fits our budget and lifestyle, and I know most people looking for a car are doing the same. Why spend time and energy haggling when you can shop with off-lease only to not only save time, but save thousands below retail on your next car, truck, SUV, or van? With off-lease only, they want their customers to leave the stress behind and find peace of mind with no haggling, no negotiating, and no pressure, and no hidden fees. Don't pay more. Choose from fresh inventory that is arriving every day, and your trade-in is wanted at off-lease only. It's never been a better time to trade in and trade up with financing available for good and bad credit. Go to offleaseonly.com. Get pre-qualified and shop online. That's offleaseonly.com or call 407-222-CARS or take a test drive at their massive state-of-the-art location just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
That dinner was delicious. What's next?
I'm thinking just the check.
Do you frequently have gas, bloating, diarrhea, stomach pain, or loose oily stools after eating? One or more of these symptoms could be a sign of exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, and it may be time to talk to your doctor.
If you have EPI, Creon may be right for you. Creon, pancrelipase, is an oral prescription medication that treats EPI. Creon replaces enzymes you may be missing to help you break down food properly.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Do not chew capsules or contents as this may cause mouth irritation. Tell your doctor if you have unusual or severe stomach pain, bloating, trouble passing stool, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, worsening of painful swollen joints, or allergic reactions. Other side effects may include changes in blood sugars, gas, dizziness, or sore throat and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Talk to your doctor about Creon, the #1 prescribed EPI treatment, and visit gocreon.com. That's GOCREON.com. Or call 1-800-633-9110.
The powerful new iPhone 13 Pro is here with the most advanced camera in an iPhone, and T-Mobile is the place to get it.
This new cinematic mode turned my travel videos into a filmmaking masterpiece.
Get the most out of your new iPhone on America's largest, fastest 5G network.
And posting. Whoa, that was fast.
And now, you can get iPhone 13 Pro on us with eligible trade-in and plan and upgrade forever.
So I can always have a new iPhone?
Yep, forever. Lock in the trade-in value of your new iPhone up to $800 every 2 years for your next upgrade. Get iPhone 13 Pro on us right now and upgrade forever. Only at T-Mobile.
With Max Plan and on us now via 30-monthly bill credits for well-qualified buyers plus tax. Contact us before canceling service to continue credits on current device or credits stop and balance on required finance agreements due. Fastest based on average overall 5G speeds according to Open Signal Awards and USA 5G User Experience Report July 2021. See T-Mobile.com.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed effortlessly adjusts and responds to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. Save up to $800 on Sleep Number 360 smart beds, plus free premium delivery when you add a base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Killer hits. Commercial free. That's Halloween radio on iHeartRadio. From Thriller to Ghostbusters, Nightmare on My Street to Monster Mash, and so many more. This spooky station is perfect for putting you in the Halloween spirit all month long.
Plus, our Halloween playlist has all the fright.
With even more bite. Just open the free iHeartRadio app and search Halloween.
It's all there.
Waiting for you. iHeartRadio, #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app.
iHeartRadio.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already in.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in on this gloomy Friday afternoon here in Central Florida. We have a big old weekend planned this weekend. Here in middle October. Is this mid? Yeah, early mid, right?
Yeah.
First
the 8th.
week.
It's the first quarter. Come on.
Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well.
Hi, Jim.
It's good to see you. Did you guys see the story about the Colorado woman who got denied a kidney transplant because she was unvaccinated? She will not get vaccinated because of her religious beliefs. And the hospital said, well, we're sorry. We don't operate on people who are unvaccinated, and they basically sent her packing.
That's not a good look.
It's a weird thing. She's a Colorado woman, found out her hospital would not approve her kidney transplant surgery until she got the COVID-19 vaccine. She was left with a difficult decision, putting her health needs against her religious beliefs. She's a born-again Christian who believes that she cannot get the vaccine because vaccines were created using fetal cells. Or stem cells, right? And some of them have. The stem cells have played a very important part in the development of some vaccines. Now, I looked today at a couple of studies, and I saw a number of the vaccines that are very popular did not develop using fetal embryo cells or stem cells. The mRNA, the Moderna didn't, and actually none of the ones that I saw that were the big ones.
Actually, there's video. It's I think it kind of broke today or yesterday of someone who worked at Pfizer claiming that they have internal emails that say Pfizer used fetal tissue, aborted fetal tissue for testing.
Yeah, there's a possibility that they did. But in this study that I saw, it lists every vaccine, not just the 4 or 5 that we've heard about. I mean, every vaccine. Right. And there is a column that says whether or not that stem cells were used in the production of that particular vaccine. Now, it may have not been for that vaccine, but that vaccine may have had technology or information they derived from stem cell technology or research from before. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess if that is a thing for you, that sanctity of life, and that's exactly what she says. She has stage 5 kidney, by the way, which is exactly what killed my mom. So, I mean, this is no joke. You're on borrowed time. She's probably doing dialysis to stay alive and then hoping for a transplant. But she says, as a Christian, I can't support anything that has to do with the abortion of babies. The sanctity of life is precious to me. And she says that she's not afraid to die because of her faith. She's perfectly fine with living with this. But there was a very curious statement at the end of this. It says, Lutali, her last name is Lutali, Lutali. She's a recruiter for a tech company. She said, it seems like her hospital was so insistent on saving her from COVID-19, it's willing to let her possibly die by blocking her transplant surgery.
I mean, so she would lose her spot on the waiting list? Because, I mean, I don't know much about transplants, but I'm pretty sure that there's also a long list of people.
Yeah, I think there is a waiting list. And once you find a donor, unless you find your own donor, I know that we worked with a gentleman who had kidney issues, and he actually had a listener donate a kidney to him.
I wonder if they see it as like...
Put that under radio perks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I wonder if they see it as like a lung transplant for someone who's still going to keep smoking. It's a global pandemic.
Or liver for someone who's going to keep drinking.
Exactly. Yeah. So
now, that's an interesting take, Deborah, because the one thing I did not tell you about this story that's interesting is with 20% of transplant patients already have a hard time, they die. They don't make it. 20% of those. And during the COVID, what they're basically saying is if she is unvaccinated and we give her a kidney and then she dies of COVID-19, we will have wasted giving a kidney to somebody that we could have either taken that kidney to give to that would have been vaccinated, had a better chance of making it. Plus, you're more susceptible,
right,
I guess, to severe illness while under the drug regimen you have to go through it's the non-rejection drugs.
And I'm curious how much study goes into all of that medication and everything involved with the kidney transplant, if it's the same level of scrutiny as there is to the vaccine.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how that stacks up. It said the best time to get a COVID vaccine is before an organ transplant, because they're saying obviously the body can metabolize it, get it in there, and of course let it kind of sit in and get it, get going, start creating the antibodies that it uses to fight. It says many major religious denominations, and I know even the Pope came out and said the vaccine is fine with them, and I think that argument was brought in. I know he did. Double vaccinated with Pfizer. But what I'm saying is within the Catholic Church, that was a big deal for them, right? To decide to take that because of this argument with the stem cells. It was not at all? Not an issue at all?
Not as far as I know.
Not as far as I was aware of either.
Yeah, because that's what they're saying is many religious denominations have no objection to the COVID-19 vaccines. Many of them don't.
Which is why getting a religious or a medical exemption was considered to be very difficult, because most of your mainstream religions have no problem with vaccinations.
It says some healthcare systems recommend or strongly encourage vaccinations for transplants, including the Mayo Clinic and Centera Healthcare, which are two of the nation's largest. The University of Alabama Birmingham School of Medicine transplant program only recommends that living donors receive a vaccine, does not require it for the donation process. So this is, from state to state, and they're saying it's different in Washington, Vermont, Massachusetts, and Alabama. She's currently seeking a doctor or a hospital in Florida and or Texas who will do the transplant for her because they don't require the vaccination.
Yeah, of course.
Come to the island of everything's cool.
Yeah. It's a whole new industry, Governor.
Yeah, I mean, but it is a valid, for some people it's a valid argument, but I think you just kind of have to live by the sword, die by the sword, right?
I mean, yeah, it doesn't make any sense considering what your body is going to be put through just to help it to survive after the transplant. I mean, you're basically fighting your own immune system to not reject the new organ. Your immune system isn't going to have the ability to do that and fight something like COVID-19. It's really like it's wasteful.
It says any type of surgery will stress an immune system and leave them vulnerable to contacting it later. So what they're basically saying is we go through the surgery, we give you this healthy kidney, and in the meantime, you have a 20% chance of getting this disease and having it destroying you anyway, simply because your immune system won't be able to fight it off to begin with. Rush, so we got somebody waiting?
Yeah, we actually have two callers. We have Jeff on line 2.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the program.
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good, man.
Hey, I just was thinking about what you were saying about the woman isn't willing to take the vaccine because it comes from an aborted fetus.
The research that led the research that. Go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
When you take a lot, body part from somebody else. Isn't that like double standard?
Yeah, I thought
don't
the same
know,
thing
man.
there. I thought the same thing. I'm like, well, you don't know how that person lived, but you're willing to take their organ. They could have been a whoring, drinking, drugging mess.
Crap! I can't think. That movie on Netflix, but they were talking about the same thing, and the lady didn't want a blood transfusion because it was, not her religious belief.
Yeah.
But yet, this lady's saying the same thing almost, but yet she's going to think about getting a transplant. That doesn't make sense to me. Or
somebody said earlier on the texting service, thank you for your call, buddy. I appreciate that very much, Jeff. But
Yeah,
somebody
you're
said
not
on the
alone,
texting
Jeff.
service a second ago that the donor was a friend of hers, but that really doesn't matter, does it? I mean, like Deb is saying, I mean, you won't deal with the vaccine because of the implications of stem cells, but yet you'll just take a rando's kidney.
Yeah, I think to Ross's point is because if you're bringing the donor, it's not like, oh, we have to give this to somebody. If it's not you, it's going to be the next person on the list. She's bringing the donor, so it's not like they can just give this to the next person in line.
They cannot because
Right.
it has to match. I mean, blood types have to match, all kinds of stuff have to match.
and that donor is saying, no, I only want to give it to Sarah or whatever. This,
Exactly.
Yeah,
lady's name is.
it's well-known fact. If you bring your own donor, it's kind of like a fast pass.
It's like a BYOB. BYOD.
To put it in Central Florida language, it's a fast pass.
All right, 407-916-1041. It is an interesting argument, though. She's obviously going to have to find another hospital to do that. They're not going to do it in Colorado, so she is a SOL up there. She'll have to find somebody in Texas and or Florida to pull this off for her.
And I really don't think it's a matter of them allowing her to make that choice. I mean, you have to think about the liability that puts the medical staff, the medical facility. It's a whole lot of sticky just to let one person adhere to what they believe.
And I'm not sure that I mean we alluded the allusion to Texas or Florida is because of the Republican governors and they seem to be more lax with COVID restrictions. However, this is up to the individual hospitals.
Yeah, and the doctor's performing it. It's not up to her.
And by the way, somebody was saying that her donor is her friend, and she's also not vaccinated and won't get vaccinated. So the liver going in unvaccinated, going into an unvaccinated person. So I guess she's got to bring both of them in to do the whole thing. So
and to ask
or the
a
kidney,
hospital,
I should say, not liver, kidney.
To be okay with the risk that these women are being willing to take. And are you as a facility, you as a medical professional, are you willing to take this as well?
Yeah, I mean, because really from the surgery aspect of it, it would be no different than treating any COVID patient in the hospital, right? I mean, theoretically, if you're in there and you're all PP'd up, whether it's a surgery or whether it's a checkup, I mean, you would just as contagious as you would any other time, wouldn't you? So really, the surgeon shouldn't have anything to work with, or the nursing crew shouldn't have anything to worry about. They would be protected, of course, and they were all vaccinated. That wouldn't really make a difference. I mean, theoretically, it wouldn't make a difference.
I wasn't even thinking about them individually as them performing the surgery. I mean, just the whole liability for the hospital system, just in and of itself. I just don't see them willing to take on, bring your political mantle to our hospital wing. We'll perform this expensive and already, dangerous and delicate surgery so you can make a point.
Yeah, 20% of them already with no other complications have hard times, without COVID looming over it as well. And by the way, Jack, in the context of the story here, it does say that Roman Catholic leaders in New Orleans and St. Louis went as so far to say that the Johnson & Johnson shot was, quote, morally compromised because they were saying that fetal tissue was used to create that particular vaccine. Johnson & Johnson has stressed over and over and over that no fetal tissue, of course, is in the vaccine. That's different than saying stem cells were used to produce the vaccine.
But again, if you can't find the proof that what you're objecting to the vaccine isn't there, then take the vaccine and you can get your transplant.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I understand. And then somebody here on the texting service is saying, well, if the donor gets sick, the hospital is liable. I don't know how accurate that is one way or the other, who is liable or not liable. Obviously, if you're going in there and you're getting that surgery, you're
asking a lot.
You can't say rolling the dice. That's terrible to say in a medical sense because you're trusting these people to do the best job they can.
You're always trying to, and the same thing with every COVID precaution. You're trying to mitigate the risk. You're trying to reduce the risk. And if they feel that having a vaccinated patient is increases chance of success and survival, they're going to lean towards that because ultimately that's what they're trying to do is maximize their chance for success.
All right, 407-916-1041. Ross, who do we have, buddy?
Yo, so do you guys know any kidney donors?
I don't know anybody who donated a kidney. I know somebody who got one.
I do know someone who both received and gave.
Well, we actually have a kidney donor in Christine on line 1.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, Christine, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Good. How are you?
Hey, good, man. Thanks for calling and sharing. We appreciate that very much. So you donated or you received?
I donated my kidney 8 years ago to my sister.
How's life with one kidney?
It's totally fine. There's no change at all in myself. I'm great.
You don't have to pee more?
No.
Hey, so when you did this, obviously you guys matched right up. I mean, was the surgery complicated? Did she have a difficult time after the fact? I mean, do you see this person's point at all?
No. We both had a really easy time with it. I've had 3 kids all by C-section, and that was worse than the kidney donation.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
God bless the moms.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Does your sister still have to take the medication for the rejection, or is that only for a short period of time?
No, that's forever.
That's forever.
Yeah.
Wow, and no complications, huh? She was fine after it, no problems.
Yeah, she was totally fine with it. It was kind of funny. We were visiting my mom after the surgery, and we both always needed to go to the restroom at the same time. It was very bizarre.
She's now on your schedule.
Well, so you know, so she had kidney disease at a young age, or was it is it a
why'd she need the kidney? Can you tell us?
We believe she was on some kind of medication because she's had a lot of other complications, and the medication messed up her kidneys and destroyed them. So she was on dialysis for about 2 years.
Oh my
before
goodness!
the surgery happened.
Oh my goodness!
And one other thing I wanted to clear up is you were saying, hey, you get a fast pass for the transplant surgery. That's true. The person who's getting the kidney still has to be healthy enough to be on the list to receive a kidney. And I had to sign paperwork that said that if I was on the table and they took my kidney out and for some reason my sister couldn't take it, they were allowed to give it to the next person in line.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, that's wild.
So that does change things.
So I was like, this isn't like a bait and switch, right? Like, you aren't just having me here to get my kidney to give it to somebody else. You're going to give it to my sister, right?
What a great question. I love how you thought how dishonest they were.
Yeah, just in case, you know.
Christine, I've got to ask, did the whole experience kind of make you and your sister even closer?
Yeah, I would say it did. I mean, we always have that connection now.
Do you ever use it in an argument? Hey, I want my kidney back.
Yeah, do you hold it over?
Bitch.
Because I would.
No, but sometimes when you hear, people are like, oh, they're giving $20,000 for a kidney. I was like, hey, wait, I gave mine for free.
Right.
That's
That's what I would be saying. Be like, look, she gets it for free, but if she can't take it and we move down the line, somebody's got to cut a check.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I
ain't
got
on
a
this.
free T-shirt out of it.
Get out of here with a T-shirt.
Hey,
T-shirt.
do you have similar scars? Who has a better scar?
I never saw hers. Mine's about 4 inches, near my belly button, it's vertical near my belly button, and then a couple little ones because they would go in arthroscopically, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
If I were you, I would definitely make sure she has a scar to make sure that she, in fact, did get that kidney.
Yeah, how do we know?
Kidney.
What if your sister set it up with a doctor to get your kidney and then they sold it and split the cash?
Whoa!
Totally could have. I have no idea.
I'm going to hate her forever. Thanks, Christine. We appreciate it. Thanks for calling. Have a great weekend.
Nice lady.
Enjoy your kidney.
I don't rule that out, man. Some people, really need a used Honda. Hey, Doc, I got an idea.
Some people got to get them scratch-offs.
Yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. Back with Nicole Dupre next. Let's find out what's happening in the world of fine arts here in Central Florida.
Orlando City is on the road to face FC Cincinnati on Saturday, October 16th. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1 and iHeartRadio. Orlando City matches on Real Radio are brought to you by Mossy Oak Fence.
This Real Radio 104.1 weather report sponsored by Rude Air Conditioning, powered by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And on this Friday night, we've been dodging showers and even some stronger thunderstorms. The action ending shortly after midnight, the low temperature 74. For the day tomorrow, dodging a couple of stray showers, maybe a rumble, the chance for rain 40%, the high temperature 89 degrees, but overall decent weather for outdoor activities. The high temperature Sunday 86 with a 40% chance for showers and storms, and warming up into the low 90s for early next week. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. Get back to visiting new and exciting places across the U.S. on Amtrak. It isn't just about the destination, it's about the journey. Without busy airports or cramped car rides, with no middle seats, extra legroom, and even private rooms. Book now at Amtrak.com. Adventurous journeys, just an Amtrak away.
The Big Green Egg, obviously the most versatile all-in-one cooker out there on the market. You can get it really hot, 600, 700, 800 degrees, and then take it really low to smoke that brisket you've been dreaming about. That's what the Big Green Egg is all about. And the cool thing is, Tools Ace Hardware here in Central Florida is the biggest Big Green Egg dealer in the area. All 7 sizes of the Big Green Egg, as well as a giant selection of stands and tables to fit any lifestyle. Plus, it is the perfect complement to any backyard or patio. It'll be the centerpiece of your outdoor entertainment. I absolutely love mine. I actually planned to cook on my egg. I love it so much. Free assembly and delivery on all Big Green Egg grills in their delivery area. And all you have to do is shop in-store at any of their 11 locations all throughout Central Florida and find yours today. Winter Garden, Claremont, Groveland, they're everywhere. Find your location at acehardware.com.
Life is great when you get a VA home loan with Navy Federal Credit Union. Like having expert guidance through the home buying process kind of great. With other lenders, life is okay. Like figuring it out for yourself okay.
What do ARM, DTI, and PMI mean?
I don't know. Too many acronyms.
Luckily, when you're a member, life is better. Like getting expert guidance from a top VA home loan lender kind of better. Learn more at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Saturday, October 30th, join our friends from Nation's Trucks over at Henry's Depot in Sanford as the world-famous Reverend Horton Heat will be performing live for one night only. All general admission and VIP tickets are available right now at henrysdepot.com.
Care has the power to bring kindness where it's needed. It brings out the best in every one of us. It doesn't just see people. It takes time to understand them. It puts the needs of others ahead of its own. And when you start with care, you end up with a very different kind of bank. Truist. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Vacation voucher and a tax deduction. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Get pumpkin pickin' at Dunkin' with the new Pumpkin Cream Cold Brew topped with Pumpkin Cream Cold Foam, the Pumpkin Spice Signature Latte, and one of the perfectly pumpkin treats. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply.
When it comes time to buy your next car, it's an exciting time. You want a good deal that fits your budget and lifestyle. So why spend time and energy haggling when you can shop with off-lease only? Not only save time, but save thousands below retail by getting a nearly new car, truck, SUV, or van. With off-lease only, they want their customers to leave the stress behind, find peace of mind with no haggling, no negotiating, no pressure, and no hidden fees. I know I've purchased 2 cars from off-lease only, and my next car is coming from off-lease only as well. Don't pay more. Choose from fresh inventory that arrives every day. Your trade-in is wanted, and it's never been a better time to trade in and trade up. With financing available for good and bad credit, you go to their website to get pre-qualified at offleaseonly.com. Take a test drive. They have a beautiful state-of-the-art location just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy. It's 407-222-CARS. Or get started online now at offleaseonly.com.
This year full of real radio is brought to you by Klausman Law. Car crash? Call Glenn Klausman. KlausmanLaw.com.
Love us while you got us. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We deeply appreciate that. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here with me as well. Remember, 520, we have Daryl Washington calling in. He is the attorney for the Marcano family. We'll get an update on what these guys are up to and what's happening with this case as we move forward. We'll do that at 520. Be sure to tune in and hear that interview in just a little bit. Welcome back. Like I said, I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Every single Friday around 4:45, we invite our good friend Nicole Dupre to drop by, Dupre.today, to tell us what's happening in the world of fine arts out there in Central Florida so we can support that. Nicole, how you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you so much.
So good to see you today.
Yeah.
Got your hair up?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
You got your hair up, looking to get loose. How was the event last week? You know, you say you're going after that fancy, the fancy time thing over at the Shakes. How'd it go?
Yeah, it was really wonderful. We got really amazing reviews. Shout out to Orlando Sentinel and Orlando Weekly and everybody who came out. I mean, the cast of 9 the musical, I mean, they nailed it. They rocked it. It's awesome. And you actually have 3 more chances to see that show tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. It is completely worth it. It is sexy. They have dance numbers. I mean, what they have managed to do in one of the small theaters over there in Shakespeare. Everybody keeps saying how visually beautiful, and the music direction from our musical director Nisha Johnson. I mean, she nails it every single time. I mean, it's incredible and so worth seeing it. It was a lot of fun too.
We're super happy for you. We know it went. Brendan was talking about it yesterday as well. So I'm glad I'm glad it went well. I know that you guys were really excited about the entire project. So congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, a year and a half, or a year and a half to the date it took to put that thing on. So that was great to see them on stage again, and it was interesting to kind of see my organization and not be a part of that production. So it was really neat to kind of come in and be surprised for once, right? So
that's awesome.
It was really great.
Well, good, man. That's very cool. What else is happening out there this weekend, man? We got a busy weekend coming up.
Yeah, well, the next 2 weeks, I mean, downtown Orlando is the place to be. I didn't catch Brendan's segment yesterday, but I'm sure he talked about all things gay pride this weekend. Tomorrow is the Gay Pride Parade beginning at 4 o'clock. Come out with pride. It's all around Lake Eola. And then on Sunday at the Dr. Phillips Center, they are doing a really great gay pride brunch on the front lawn where they're going to have DJs and music and singing. And again, we always talk about that front lawn series where you have tons of different options for food. But then, I mean, how cool will it be to actually enjoy brunch food brought to you in your own little
cabana area?
Little pods and things like that. The weather's getting really great, and so if that's something you kind of different you want to do on Sunday, that's really amazing. But I wanted to talk about, like, I am actually going to be on stage tomorrow at the Dr. Phillips Center. And this will be the first time that I've actually performed on stage in over 2 years. It's something I've talked about briefly these last few weeks. It's called Pachakasha, and it's like a little mini TED Talk. And Pachakasha, it means chit chat in Japanese. And it's a very specific format of speech giving. It's 20 slides that are timed behind you to 20 seconds apiece. So you memorize a 6-minute and 40-second monologue to whatever subject you're doing. And it's really like, you know, TED Talk. It's like sexy education, like fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just honored to be one of the 8 performers being on stage tomorrow.
Yay.
Inside the Pew Theater, we have a 6 o'clock show and then a 9 o'clock show. The 9 o'clock's almost sold out, and I'm just so excited because I know a lot of people that I haven't seen in so long will be there too. And I'm just completely honored to take the stage with some people. And another arts kind of related person, his name is Sean Welcome. Sean Welcome is one of the other performers, but he was just named on Monday Orlando's new poet laureate.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah. He is this incredible spoken word artist. He does so much within the community, so much with all the inner city kids, and he is just an amazing poet. And next weekend too, what's happening downtown is the Creative City Project's Immerse, the 3-day immersive art music festival. It's going to be bigger than it's ever been. And what I think is really cool is part of his performance that he is doing tomorrow is a 4-minute spoken word poem that talks about this one musician who started to, about 15 years ago, 20 years ago, started reaching out to members of the Ku Klux Klan. He is an African-American blues artist, and he actually has gotten 200 KKK members to denounce white supremacy and give their robes to him. And tomorrow, next weekend, they are going to be performing together this incredible, powerful piece to music.
Wow.
And yeah, the name of this gentleman is mistaking me, but he performs with Chuck Berry, and he's just, been on stage with all the classic blues artists. And it's just, it's going to be really, really powerful. And I just think Orlando to have a poet laureate is really cool.
So I just brought him up while you were talking, and he's a really cool looking guy. Dude's like a teacher at Oak Ridge.
Cool.
And does this and he's a part of a ministry here as well as a kind of a faith-based poet, which is unique. Usually that does not happen, but yeah, what a really unique guy here, man. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Sean Welcome. I've been doing this for 10 years plus.
Mm-hmm. And his speech tomorrow is going to be incredible. And then his performance at Creative City. And that's what's so cool about the Creative City project is that you're going to be able to experience 3 days, well, 2.5, because it's Friday evening, not the entire day, of just all kinds of immersive art. So they have 8 different stages running all the way from the Dr. Phillips Center, all the way past Corona Cigars and going down towards the Morgan & Morgan building. And we're going to have a big giant volcano. The stages, if you go to Debray.today, I have a picture of one of the performance stages that they're going to be having.
The great thing about the immersive art, as I know it, Nicole, is this is a really, really good tool to introduce people who only think art is for the pretentious.
Yes.
Because that is a big hurdle for fine arts right now. There's an unfortunate aura that's around it that it's only for rich white people. It's only for this. The arts is only for, it's only ballet. It's only opera. It's boring. Nobody, it's not exciting. This immersive arts thing is built to absolutely crush that aura. It is built to crush that stereotype. And I think it does a fine job because let me tell you, man, you can see some stuff there you simply can't explain.
And they have 3 or 4 different kinds of admission options as well. They have general admission, which is free to the public. You have an option to have a VIP dinner experience where they're going to shut down a part of Orange Avenue and give you this incredible 3-course meal. Then Sunday, they're going to have something called Color Day, which you can buy an extra ticket and you will wear white. And it's one of those things where you run through the streets and you throw colored powder at one another and just get colored in color. I know that some of the performances, they have a giant stage with a giant trampoline where people are going to be doing that almost Cirque du Soleil. If you've ever been there, where they jump off the buildings and they hit the trampoline and come all the way back up. The Orlando Ballet has several really incredible experiences where they're partnering with Orlando Health. So, they got the budget to do some really incredible things. It's going to be a must see, and it's going to be the biggest festival that we've seen in years in downtown. And I just think, especially if you can see so much of it for free, and it is family friendly. I mean, at night, it's also sexy. It's going to be one of the biggest things that to see next weekend.
What a great way to kick off the post-COVID. Finally, this Delta variant, this resurgence we've seen of the virus. It looks like it's kind of in our rearview mirror. And what a wonderful way to kind of this immersive art thing is really a fun little freak show that happens in downtown Orlando that everybody can go and check out. It is a blast. And I know you can find all this information at Dupre.today. That's DUPRE.today. Not to mention, do you have the information? You usually have click-throughs to grab your tickets there as well.
Yes, I do. All of that, you can catch that there. And as always, guys, this segment is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don, where you can catch him live every single Saturday morning right here on Real Radio, where he answers all of your questions having to do with the home buying process. Again, that's Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don, starting tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Thanks so much, Nicole. We appreciate it very much. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next Friday.
Break a leg tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Back in a second with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Riding the wave of vaccine breakups.
What do you mean you're sick of my face?
See you at the bar. Real Radio 104.1.
from the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. The lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry.
Where we're looking at stopping their traffic southbound on the Turnpike between 417 and Osceola Parkway due to a crash that was blocking the left lane. Eastbound travel on I-4 solid between Osceola Parkway and State Road 536 from an earlier accident, as well as eastbound between Lake Mary Rest Area and St. Johns River Bridge. Westbound travel on I-4 a solid ride between State Road 536 and 429. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Looking for a holiday job or seasonal work? It's time to get to know Express Employment Professionals. Visit ExpressPros.com to find your local office and let them help you find a job. No fees for job seekers. ExpressPros.com.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
Living the life of a Don. Don Toliver is back with his highly anticipated new album, Life of a Don. Album features Travis Scott, Kali Uchis, Baby Keem, and more. Tell me what you really need, little babe. Take you out and put you in double C, little babe. Hey, you had it turning in them trees, little babe. New album from Don Toliver, Life of a Don. Available everywhere. Now on Cactus Jack, We Run Entertainment, and Atlantic Records.
Think you have to travel to New York or Los Angeles to get a 5-carat colorless diamond in a one-of-a-kind designer setting? What if I told you people from those cities came here for these exquisite pieces of jewelry? Here to International Diamond Center. Welcome to the IDC Prestige Collection, a truly breathtaking array of large, rare diamonds 2 carats and up, handpicked for maximum brilliance and certified by the GIA. In addition, International Diamond Center is one of only 14 dealers in the world offering De Beers Forevermark Exceptional Diamonds, featuring magnificent diamonds 5 carats and up, including the rarest and most exquisite diamonds on the planet. The IDC Prestige Collection and the Forevermark Exceptional Diamond Collection are for the discriminating shopper with refined taste and uncompromising standards. No need to travel or have it flown in from a broker. It's all here. Every day, one of America's most impressive displays of large, rare diamonds, along with the most sought-after designer rings in the world. International Diamond Center, your direct diamond importer. 4 convenient Orlando locations.
ZZ's Best is on stage Thursday, October 14th at the Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club. Don't miss this free Biketoberfest concert by the great ZZ Top Tribute Band, ZZ's Best. Thursday, October 14th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's drink specials, food trucks, and this year's collectible t-shirt fling after the concert on the outside stage. ZZ's Best at the Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club, just off I-4 and I-95 on Williamson Boulevard. Let's rock.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. When choosing a health plan, everything's important. Like knowing that when I go to my doctor visits, whether primary or specialist, I don't have a copay. That's peace of mind. Solis Health Plans gives me that. Also, knowing that with Solis, I have the benefit of obtaining up to $1,200 per year in OTC products. That's a relief. Yes, with Solis Health Plans, you get up to $1,200 a year in OTC products. Brand name products. Real quality. Solis also has the benefits you're looking for. Transportation to doctor visits, hearing, vision, dental, and much more, like mental health programs to address the indirect effects of COVID-19. It's time for you to become a member so that you can have the peace of mind of knowing that with Solis, you're with a health plan that truly responds because they're local. Call now and join a local health plan that makes a difference at 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
Raising taxes on America's job creators will make American businesses less competitive and put American jobs at risk. Going backward now by raising taxes on business will only weaken the recovery and put America behind China and our other foreign competitors. Let's strengthen the economy, create good-paying jobs, and expand opportunity for hardworking Americans here at home. We do that by maintaining America's competitive tax code. Learn more at brt.org/tax2021. Paid for by Business Roundtable.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
No matter the challenges, we were there with a stronger, more reliable energy grid.
When our community struggled, we were there with flexible payment arrangements and other support.
And as the sun comes out, bringing the promise of a brighter tomorrow, we will still be here.
With energy that's reliable, affordable, and cleaner than ever, we're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
I like it when my lawyer answers my call. That's why our phones are answered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com. Mo DeWitt. That's me. Orlando attorney.
You do not want your AC to break down when it gets hot in the summertime in Central Florida, so make sure you get hold of Mills Air. They can help you with preventative maintenance on all brands. Preventative maintenance can save you so much money. They can detect upcoming breakdowns and you're not stuck. MillsAir.com. That's MillsAir.com.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeart radio station. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate that. If you haven't checked out our blog, you might want to do it. Is it still up?
What up?
Let me check.
Is it still up? Is the photograph still up?
Well, what we posted was a throwback Thursday yesterday. We did this last night, right before the end of the show. It's a video recap of your time.
Yes.
The answer is yes. Hedonism in Jamaica. Okay?
Yes.
The image, the thumbnail image came from Getty Images. That's all I know.
Right, okay, Getty Images.
Yeah.
The photograph we have up
and
that
it is a
promotes
thumbnail.
That is
it's a thumbnail.
It's a thumbnail. No, emphasis on thumbnail.
Now, you're saying there's something interesting about that picture promoting the video.
Yeah, there is.
Very little.
I mean, yeah, there is. There's something very interesting about the photograph.
There's a bunch of
I wonder
men,
if anybody can find it.
There's a bunch. I don't even know if you can describe those
It took
outfits.
glasses. Lime green.
Let's just say something was wondering how the weather was outside the grass skirt.
And George Costanza answered it
So
for him.
there's someone revealing a little more than they should be. Apparently, I'm going to check on the break, and then if I find that, we're taking it down immediately.
Okay, but not until we go through this segment. 407-916.
We got to focus on radio. We do radio here.
401. JimColbertLive.com. If you want to see that photograph, you can do it right now. And see if you can find the surprise there. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here.
It's an Easter egg.
Jack is here.
It's an egg?
And so is Ross.
Eels are going to eel.
Daryl K. Washington, the attorney for the Marcano family, will join us at 5:20. So stay tuned for that. We'll find out what these guys have planned and what the latest is in that case. Of course, the Orange County Sheriff's Department coming under a little scrutiny because of the way the case was handled at that point, and a lot of evidence, a lot of people wondering why there weren't questions asked. And of course, then the question and the statement we got from Sheriff John Mina was she would have been dead anyway. But my point at that point was nobody knew that then.
Right.
Like the officer did not know that the girl was dead then. Nobody did. We can see in hindsight that we know that she was dead then, but we didn't know that.
And rather than wait for a week, if you had asked that guy where he got those fresh scratches and bruises on his face, it could have brought closure to the family a whole lot sooner.
So, and wouldn't you rather have the live suspect in custody as opposed to the suicide victim?
Easy to let the guy go or do the other thing. I mean, if it, obviously, but I mean, just to not ask any questions and then say it's not a high priority case with all that information literally circling around him. I just don't understand that. So maybe we can learn a little bit more when we talk to Mr. Washington. Yes, Deb.
I have a feeling we are going to learn a lot more because I spoke to another member of his team, Jody, earlier today, and she was saying just how much information the family ended up learning more from the news and from what was being talked about than being told directly. So they're going to have a lot to share.
Well, good. So we'll do that at 5:20, so stay tuned for that. All right, 407-916-1041. Terminix. Everybody know who Terminix is?
Yeah.
Ross, do you know who Terminix is as a company, what they do?
Yeah, they fight off termites.
Yeah. It's a pest control.
Check out the big brain on Brad.
It's like a big...
So Terminix actually release a list every year of the most rat-infested cities in the nation.
Jack just called me Brad, right?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Okay.
I think it's a Fast Times reference.
Pulp Fiction.
Oh, there you go. Even better. So rats, of course, a nuisance in many cities we know are synonymous with rats. Anybody want to fire one off real quick?
Oh, New York.
Yeah, New York City. Okay, they come in number 2, believe it or not.
Really?
Number 2, New York coming in at 2. And it's, I think the way they look at it is it's just the U.S. It's just rats per block, per capita, per person. So obviously cities with a lot of people are going to make the list, or just down and dirty cities.
Besides, Jack, we all know that the rats in France know how to cook.
Yeah,
3.
see, that's where they made a movie about it.
3 Florida cities made this list of the top 50.
Whoa.
3 cities here in Florida made the top 50. Matter of fact, I think it actually may be more than that.
Jack, go with your favorite, Tampa.
Let's do the top 5, guys. You already have 2. New York. Who do you think comes in number 1?
I'm gonna go
Chicago.
I'm gonna go
number 6.
Ooh, those are some gangster rats.
Chicago's number
there.
6. Yeah, that deep dish rats there.
San Francisco.
San Francisco number 4, Deborah.
Wow. Okay.
Miami
number 23 on the list for the most rat-infested cities according to Terminix.
Well, what about Tampa? Jack's favorite city outside of New York.
Do you think Tampa and Orlando would come in the top 20 in the most rat-infested cities in the country? You actually believe that?
Well, our city is run by one.
Tampa comes in number 14.
14?
The 14th most rat-infested city in the U.S.
More
is
than Miami?
Tampa, Florida. Yes.
Deb, who were you calling a rat?
Well, Mickey Mouse. He's a mouse.
Oh, he runs the city. Okay. I thought it was Buddy Dyer she was talking about.
Number 1, no one's gotten. I can't believe no one's gotten it.
Deborah Roberts at iHeartMedia.com.
I mean, come on, you just got to think of the biggest cities. L.A., guys. It's L.A. LA's number 1. I didn't mean to stump you guys with a really difficult question like L.A. being a gigantic metropolis.
I love that. L.A., guys. Come on. It's L.A.
God almighty.
Man.
So, number 3.
We
the
were
best
the
part about
Florida cities.
The best part about number 3 is they can actually probably count the people as well. It's Philadelphia.
Oh, shots fired.
Shots fired for
not
sure.
a big fan of Philly peeps, are you?
Dallas, Fort Worth making number 5. And again, if you look at these, it makes sense. These are the most populated cities. Of course, that means more leftover food put out on the streets in the very urban areas, which means more food. Atlanta, Georgia coming in at number 9. No one's asked about Orlando.
Well, because we're clean.
Yeah, we don't want to believe we're on that list.
We got a couple rats.
We certainly can't be bigger than Miami.
Let me ask, do you think we're on the list? Fort Myers, number 50.
Okay, yes, Orlando's on the list.
You think we are? Do you think we beat Jacksonville, number 44?
Yeah.
Jacksonville is 44.
44. Do you think we beat West Palm Beach at number 31?
I would say we're in the top 5.
I'm going to say we're not on the list. I like this place.
I like that, Ross.
I've seen a rat or 2.
Good for you, Ross.
But
that's exactly how you should be. Not that dope Jack.
Yeah.
Wow, you kept goading us into picking Orlando, so I did. Did you a favor? Now you call me a what? A dope?
You guys sound like your cycles have all lined up.
Where's Orlando?
Number 15.
Oh, so we're worse than Miami?
15, guys. Can you believe that? Hey, you know what I've heard for years, though? And I don't know how true this is. I've heard for years that the parks have feral cats.
Well, yeah.
That roam the parks at night. But where do they? And then they do that specifically just to catch the rats? Is that true?
I don't know about just specifically to catch rats, but
No, there's a cat problem at night.
Is there really a feral cat issue at the parks?
They come out knowing when all the people have left.
Yeah, it's a cool space. They're like, oh wow,
have you seen them?
Look at these rides.
Have you seen them after hours?
I have seen a couple of cats.
Have you really?
I have seen some people in the theme park world. I have heard of this where they have adopted cats because they were like, this is too much.
Yeah, anywhere there's like food like that, there's going to be rats, and then of course there's going to be cats and snakes and all kinds of stuff. And there's tons and tons of food here, man.
Man, I got rats in my backyard.
Yeah, you got rats in your backyard. You don't even have a restaurant back there.
Yeah, no, it's kind of weird, but I've kind of grown fond of them. I haven't seen them in a while.
You know who doesn't make this list, and I simply can't believe it? It actually almost discounts the entire list to me. By the way, Boston comes in at number 10.
Of course they do, because they're horrible.
New Orleans doesn't even come in the top 50. And let me tell you, I've been to New Orleans. You know why? You know how I got there? I rode a rat. They're big, and that place is full of them because the city is disgusting. So it's full of rats, not on here at all, which I could not believe. Cincinnati, Columbus, Pittsburgh, Indianapolis, all the big cities. Even Little Rock made it, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Nashville.
I mean,
Honolulu.
I wonder who has the biggest rats. That's got to be New York. Though.
It's New York, yeah. Those things, they drive cabs.
Carry, pizza and coffee cups and subway riders.
The rats from New York have their own, they're a thing. Everybody knows about the rats of New York. I mean, it's like a gang.
Yeah, it's a little West Side Story, but with rats. Yeah. Rat Side Story.
With cute nicknames like Shark.
Yeah, and they're just, snap dancing their little lives away.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Let's take a little break. Daryl K. Washington, who is the attorney for the Marcano family, joins us right after this. Stay tuned.
Real Radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends, this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Clausman Law.
We're looking at stopping their traffic southbound on the turnpike between 417 and Osceola Parkway due to a crash that was blocking the left lane. Eastbound travel on I-4 solid between Osceola Parkway and State Road 536 from an earlier accident, as well as eastbound between Lake Mary Rest Area and St. Johns River Bridge. Westbound travel on I-4 solid ride between State Road 536 and 429. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
Compassion International has a network of over 300 church partners in Haiti, poised to bring critical relief to those suffering because of the recent earthquake. Make your $40 one-time gift now by texting the keyword radio to 97646.
Your home is one of your largest and most important assets, man. It shelters your family for sure. But you know what? A beautiful new fence from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence is a great way to add appeal and value to your home. Also an unbelievable way to provide more safety and security for your family, your kids, and your pets. And the one they built for me, simply amazing, gorgeous fence, really frames my home. And it gives me that great privacy in my backyard that I wanted that I didn't have before. You can get the same thing. Fact is, at Mossy Oak Fence, your family's safety and security is their number one priority. Visit mossyoakfences.com and schedule your appointment today. And as always, let the Mossy family protect your family.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware, toolsacehardware.com.
Spectrum Business knows small businesses are always looking to cut expenses. That's why we offer the best value on fast internet and phone. But we wanted to do more. So, how does 1 month free sound? Get 200 megabit per second internet for $49.99 a month and business phone for $19.99 a month. And right now, you can get 1 month of internet and phone and even TV for free. Call 855-258-5887 and switch to Spectrum Business. Restrictions apply.
O'Reilly. It's Superstart Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. That means you can get up to a $25 gift card after mail-in rebate with the purchase of your Superstart battery. Return power, performance, and reliability to your car, truck, motorcycle, and more with Superstart batteries. Only at O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Experience personalized health and anti-aging care with Affirmed Health Centers. At Affirmed Health Centers, Dr. Scott Self's professional team takes the most cutting-edge research and combines it with years of clinical knowledge to establish a unique treatment plan for you. Affirmed Health Centers provides customized treatments for weight gain, low sex drive, brain fog, chronic fatigue, ED, and more, plus hormone replacement therapy. Visit affirmedhc.com to schedule your free consultation today. That's affirmedhc.com.
6 dirty words, and boy, I bet you everybody's heard it. I can get it for you.
International Diamond Center owner Keith LeClaire with a warning. If you're looking for a certain diamond and the jeweler tells you he doesn't have it in stock, but he can get it for you, watch out.
If a jeweler says, I can get it for you, that means they don't have the confidence to put their own money in it, and so they're going to go borrow it from somebody else.
And borrowing from a wholesaler or broker always comes with added markups.
Because they pay, you're going to pay.
At IDC, we don't have to borrow from wholesalers because we own one of the largest selections of certified diamonds in America.
You want a 30 carat? I got it. You want a 10 carat? I got it. You want a 3 carat? I got lots of them. Half carat? I got a bushel full. You come in here, you'll see hundreds of diamonds.
International Diamond Center, a true diamond powerhouse.
It's not a side business. It is our business.
Don't risk overpaying and don't pay broker markups. Get the selection you want at International Diamond Center with 4 Orlando locations.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed effortlessly adjusts and responds to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. Save up to $800 on Sleep Number 360 Smart Beds, plus free premium delivery when you add a base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Guys, now there's no excuse. Peak Performance for Men has helped thousands of men overcome erectile dysfunction. The question is, what are you waiting for? Live the life you want today with a free consultation. No medication, no pumps, no needles, no pain, no surgery, and absolutely no downtime. Just non-invasive acoustic wave therapy that will have you back to your natural form. That's right. Now for a limited time, a free consultation. There is no risk. Fix it for good with one phone call. Call the Orlando office today at 407-464-8181 or find them at peakperformanceformen.com. Why wait? Enjoy your life to the fullest. Peak can make the difference. Call 407-464-8181 and get your free consultation now. That's 407-464-8181. Peak Performance for Men.
Off-lease only knows shoppers are looking for a nearly new car that fits their budget and lifestyle. So why spend time and energy haggling when you can shop with off-lease only? Not only save time, but save thousands below retail on your next car, truck, SUV, or van. With off-lease only, they want their customers to leave the stress behind, find peace of mind with no haggling and no negotiating, no pressure, and no hidden fees. Do not pay more. Choose from fresh inventory that is arriving each and every day at Off Lease Only. Plus, they want your trade-in. It's never been a better time to trade in that junk you're driving now and step into a new ride at Off Lease Only. Financing is available for both good and bad credit. You can get pre-qualified on their website at offleaseonly.com. When you're ready to take that test drive, you go to their massive state-of-the-art location. It's just off the beach line at the corner of Narcoossee and McCoy. It's 407-222-CARS. But get it started online now at offleaseonly.com.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Of course, you can always text us at 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. As joining us now, also Daryl K. Washington. He's the attorney for the Marcano family. Daryl, thanks so much for breaking off some time for us, but I can only imagine how busy your schedule is right now.
Hey, Jim, thank you very much for having me on the show.
Yeah, I appreciate it again. I was just reading the statement that you put out yesterday, and I have to tell you, buddy, I went absolutely crazy on my show after I found out how easily Mr. Caballero was able to access Mia's room, and then afterwards how... God, I don't know how to say it. I obviously, I'd never mean to be disrespectful to law enforcement because they do so much. It just doesn't seem like a lot was done at the scene at that time. Where are we right now in the case, Daryl?
I mean, Jim, right now, to be honest with you, we are extremely focused on the funeral arrangements for Mia. We really want the family to have the opportunity to properly grieve her death. This family has dealt with so much over the last week or so. I can't begin to explain the pain that they're dealing with. So that's been the main focus. Obviously, we've been on the ground running, doing our investigation, talking to witnesses, just getting information that was not presented to us. And this, when you see it, Jim, it was a death that was just totally preventable. And that's the thing that makes it so very difficult for the family to accept.
Daryl, I've got, by the way, Daryl Washington with us. He is the attorney for the Marcano family. Daryl, I have 3 daughters. Okay, they're all 27 and younger, and they all live in apartments. All right, and when 2 of them live alone, or excuse me, 1 of them lives alone. I cannot even fathom something like this happening. I don't know how I would control myself as a father, knowing how seemingly almost careless it was controlling the fob that had access to everybody's room. And I said, Daryl, I couldn't believe in 2021 with all this technology that we have, that there can't be a more efficient system to have access to rooms, which we know they have to have, but I just simply can't imagine there's not a better way.
It has to be a better way, Jim. And, just to think that tenants aren't protected. I have a daughter as well. My daughter lives in New York, and just to hear her say, Dad, I'm afraid. Just hearing these stories, because oftentimes there's been so many people who have reached out, who have said, you know what, I've had a maintenance man in my apartment, and I didn't give him that authorization to be here. But so many people just thought that was just the norm, and they didn't complain about it. And when they saw a 19-year-old girl lose her life, they say, wait a minute, this could have easily happened to me. And no one should have free access to a person's apartment, not even the manager of the complex. There should be some type of procedures that you have to go through to get that type of access. And if somebody goes into your apartment using a key fob, then you should get an automatic alert to your telephone or your computer saying somebody has now gone into your apartment.
Daryl, my family owns a couple rental properties, and although we have to have access to them, what we would do is put a deadbolt on that we had a key to, and they have a deadbolt with a key as well. That means without their permission, I could not enter the place until I need to go in. They still had to give their access from the other side. That just simple way, just to ensure, because it was both ladies, and to ensure that they would have that safety. Daryl K. Washington joins us, guys. He's the attorney for the Marcano family. Deb, you got a question for Daryl?
Well, Daryl, thank you again so much for coming on the show with us. And as Jimmy alluded to, the ability to control yourself as a father, I know the other heartbreaking aspect of this story is the kind of lack of attention and seriousness when the family encountered the first Orange County deputy, and to know that family spoke to their daughter's killer and he was able to walk away. I was wondering if you could share with us what you and the family have learned and the difference in timelines with what Orange County Sheriff John Mina has been saying this week during a couple of press conferences, and what you have learned to be the truth.
Well, Devin, that's great questions. And I will tell you that Sheriff Mina said during his press conference that room was clean, and that there was basically nothing that would have gave them the impression that something happened at that apartment complex. And I will tell you that is not the truth. The first arriving sheriff deputy who arrived at the scene told the parents that it appeared as if that room had been disturbed and it needed to be treated as a missing person. In fact, if you look at Sheriff Mina's timeline that he presented to the public, it even stated at 1:30 that it was being treated as a missing person. I mean, so there was just so much that was given to the sheriff's deputy. And the hardest thing that is hard for this family to comprehend, they were face to face with the person responsible for their daughter's death, and nothing was done about it. We keep hearing that, well, even if they would have detained him, nothing could have been done because she was already dead 8 hours ago, when they, I guess, based on the ping that showed the location that she was roughly around 7 or 8. But again, there's been absolutely no evidence that has been given to us that would have shown us or even suggest that she was already dead. We don't know that.
You don't know that. Daryl, it drove me crazy. Like, you don't know that. You're telling me,
right.
Look, we had an officer call up after we told this story, Daryl, right? And he said, look, 10 years ago, I was working for Winter Springs Police Department, and it's the story called the Jeffrey Tilton case. He goes up as a canine officer to ask this guy some questions. The guy walks out of his house and meets him on the front porch. He has scratches on his face. His girl is missing, right? And he's the suspect. He simply says, where'd you get those scratches on your face? This guy started to kind of crumble a little bit, led to a search warrant. Guess what? The body was in the living room in a box. So just a simple question. Where did you get those scratches? Why are these parents asking all these questions? Did you walk over to the car to see if there really was her blanket in that car? And somebody just texted and said there's been stuff missing out of her apartment all September. The stuff had been stolen out of her apartment.
Yeah, it's just, Jim, I mean, it's heartbreaking to learn all the things that were done wrong with this case. And again, they found her 7 to 8 days later. We know that she had tape across her mouth, her wrist was taped together, her ankles were bounded together. But again, he could have just simply put the body there, and somebody else could have gone back later after, his identity was, they found out that he had something to do with it. But we don't know. And again, as a father, I can tell you what's running through my client's head. What if, she was alive? We don't know. And they're going to always have these unanswered questions in the back of their head. So that's why you wanted the sheriff to do every single thing they possibly could do.
Just inconceivable that simple questions wouldn't be asked. I just simply can't imagine everything that even you learn while watching these investigative shows on television says that if a guy walks up to you at 4 o'clock in the morning to a crime scene that he shouldn't be near, for the record, and then the parents start going, oh yeah, that's the guy stalking my damn daughter, that you don't even bother asking, hey, who are you? Let me see your ID. Where'd you get those scratches? What's going on with you? Why are you here at 4 a.m.? Nothing? Dude just leaves?
Simple question. I will tell you, there was a security guard that was on the property that morning. And the security guard asked the deputy some questions. They say, are you going to dust the window for fingerprints? The deputy said, no. He said, I don't understand why you have people just going inside this apartment without gloves. This is a possible crime scene. And the sheriff's deputy chuckled and told him that this case is not top priority to us. I mean, and that was his words verbatim. This was not a top priority case. And Jim, let me tell you what made it the hardest for this family. They were told on Saturday morning that if you didn't hear from Mia by Tuesday, give us a call back. I mean, so can you imagine what this family had to deal with?
And it, as I know it, I mean, again, it's hearsay, Daryl, so I don't know what's true, and you can confirm, or I don't know what you can or can't do. Yeah, there was blood on the bed in the room, correct?
That is correct.
And wasn't there a dresser blocking the door as well?
Dresser was blocking the door as well. That was in plain sight. And let me tell you what was so mind-boggling. Mia's roommate came to the apartment to let them in, and she couldn't get in the door because they noticed that something was blocking the door. That's when they went to the back by the window and looked into the apartment. And this deputy, instead of immediately calling his supervisor, lift the window up and had the college student go into the apartment to open the door. Now, what if somebody was in that apartment, still in that apartment, and harmed that young girl?
Wow.
I could not believe, when I'm hearing these facts, I could not believe it. But, one of the things we also learned is though the early morning shifts are generally shifts that are reserved for rookies and deputies who don't have a lot of experience. And again, I'm hoping that this incident shines a light on the problems that we have when there's a missing person. I never want to see another family, another parent have to deal with this type of frustrations, especially when you have the suspect within arm's reach.
Daryl K. Washington with us. He's the attorney for the Marcano family. Jack, question?
Yeah, Daryl, you represent the family. Obviously, the tragedy, nothing's going to bring Mia back. What is it the family wants at this time?
I mean, the family really wants change. I will tell you, a foundation has already started that they're going to be looking into how to have better security procedures at apartment complexes. The family are going to be a strong advocate of that. They don't want that, again, to happen to anyone else. We've learned not only at the Arden Villas apartments, but apartments throughout Orlando, we have been receiving calls saying that we have the same problems at our apartment complex and nothing's being done. So the family wants change. That's the thing that is most important to this family. And I commend them. They're not thinking about themselves. You have not heard this family say anything about them personally. What they're saying right now is we want to help other families. We don't want anyone to have to go through this. And the only way we can change this is by changing the system. And sadly, it took the death of a 19-year-old college student for the entire country to really see the lack of attention that's given to cases like this.
What a beautiful girl with an unbelievably beautiful smile as well. Yeah, Deb.
And I think of her especially because, her Caribbean family is very involved in Miami Carnival, which is taking place this weekend, something that Mia has taken part in since she was a little girl. And to see all of her, previous costumes taking part in this big party in South Florida, knowing she's not going to be doing it this weekend is heartbreaking. And Daryl, our texting service from our listeners has been lighting up during your discussion. One person texted us and said that a guy he works with is going through just this $300 worth of stuff taking out of his apartment. He believes by the maintenance guys, but there's no retribution. It's like this willy-nilly Wild West system that, like you said, took, unfortunately, Mia's death, her murder, for this to even get the attention it's probably deserved for decades.
You're absolutely right, Deborah. This is a major problem. There's just so much that takes place. And again, they know when we talk about the Arden Villas, this maintenance guy knew the weaknesses within this apartment complex. He knew how to take advantage of it. He knew the fact that there were not security cameras. He knew all this. He knew that if he went out the back window, that no one would see him. And again, this is what we have taking place at apartment complexes. And there is just no reason that revenue should take priority over security. People should not be paying to live in fear. That should just not happen.
Too many cases already. We know of a case here in Central Florida the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years of a security guard that did the very same thing. Used his work access to an apartment to assault and wound up killing a young lady who was coming home from having a good time downtown Orlando.
Right.
And again, I genuinely could not believe, Daryl, that a guy with 3 months of work tenure at an apartment complex would have access to everybody's room. That I couldn't believe there wasn't a twofold. I was like, it's harder for me to get into my email than it was for a Caballero to get into that apartment. There's a 2 authentication factor. You have to do that. And with this, they just hand him the fob and he just kind of goes in. And he'd been going in he went in more than once. Like, I mean, it's so unbelievable.
Totally unbelievable, Jim. But look, he worked at another apartment complex at Orlando prior to going to the Arden Villas. And he had those same type of incidents at the apartment complex.
Whoa.
Unbelievable.
Didn't know that.
Yes. It's just so much. I mean, I can have a full staff to handle all the phone calls that we have been getting about this person. This is not the very first incident that he's been involved in. This guy has been involved in a number of incidents. And I think over the next week, there's just so much information I wish I could disclose. It's going to eventually come out, but I will tell you over the next couple of weeks, you guys are going to learn things that's just going to be totally mind-boggling to you.
Wow.
But I really applaud the young students from the University of Central Florida who are taking a stand and who are demanding change at the Arden Villas. You can't do nothing but applaud them. They should really be studying for classes right now, but they are out demanding change. And when I read their list of demands, I was just saddened but excited by the fact that these students are saying enough is enough. And I told them they are the future. they are going to be the ones who are going to change this whole process. So I'm just happy to see students now getting behind this. And again, we don't want Mia's death to be in vain.
So Daryl, by the way, Daryl Washington with us. Again, he is the attorney for the Marcano family. Daryl, have they proposed a certain thing they want apartment complexes to do? Have they proposed a certain protocol that they want to be followed? Is there going to be a national set of rules? Is that what they're shooting for?
That's what we definitely shooting for, this to be national. I can tell you, Jim, I got a call from an apartment manager in Miami, and I just happened to know this person. And she told me that they have already made changes at the complex. As the manager, she was the only person who had full access to every apartment. She no longer has full access to all apartments. So I think people are really looking at this story because people are covering it and it's getting attention. And, this impacts so many people. And I think people are now saying we really need to change this. I mean, to think that we are entrusting these management companies with our kids' lives, and to know that perhaps they may not be protected. There is not a parent in this country who's not thinking about this. We all are thinking about this.
Hard pass on that one. All right, one last question, man. What is the what you can say, because I don't know what you can or can't legally? What is the path for you guys against Arden Villas and possibly any action with the guys over in Orange County Sheriff's Department?
I mean, Jim, at this time, we still gathering all the facts. We have been talking to a number of witnesses, but obviously it has not been no secret. And again, it's not. The family has just not want to jump straight into litigation, but I will tell you that there has been some negligence on the part of this apartment complex, failure to supervise this young man. Clearly, there are some things that was on his background that we were shocked that they would even hire him from the jump. And for them to issue a press release stating that they did an extensive background check and nothing came back, that was just disheartening. But finally, my final point, Jim, that really hurt the family, not only was Mia a tenant of the Arden Villas, Mia was an employee. She worked in the front office. And to think that not one single person reached out to that family to offer their condolences and to ask, is there anything that we can do to assist you all? That did not happen. So that shows you, alone the mindset of the management of the Arden Villas. And that's the thing that's just really disappointing.
Wow, man. That's heartbreaking. Genuinely unbelievable. Well, I can tell you this for sure. It's not going to fall off our radar. We're going to keep her in our thoughts and the family as well. And we're going to make sure that this case stays alive so that this gets changed. And if you ever need anything from us to get the word out, you feel free, buddy. You're welcome to call. You have open pass all day long, buddy. All right?
All right. I thank you guys very much. I really enjoyed this show, and thanks for having me.
Thanks a lot, Daryl. We appreciate it. There is Daryl Washington. Hooray. He's the attorney for the guys at Marcano fan. We appreciate it, Daryl. We really do. All right, 407-916-1041. Let's take a little break. Back with... There he goes. Okay, I can see it now. Back with Pick the Porn right after this.
You have a prize. You have a frog. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO moving.com.
This is former Notre Dame quarterback Brady Quinn. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Staples Stores.
The Seahawks were a mess in Thursday night's loss to the rival Rams. Seattle now is an average team that doesn't look well coached. Pete Carroll feels outdated. Unlike a Nick Saban or an Andy Reid, he hasn't kept up with the times. If it soon comes down to deciding between Russell or Pete, I know who I'm choosing. Seattle does nothing well unless Russell Wilson is doing it. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Staples Connect has small business shipping covered with premium shipping supplies and UPS services. Now buy one, get one free on select shipping supplies. Plus, get 20% off UPS Express shipping services. Offer ends 10/30. Visit staplesconnect.com/shipping for details. Staples Connect.
And when it comes to your bathroom, you want it to look nice. You want your house to feel like home. And sometimes if you have a bad bathroom, it just doesn't feel that way. And you know what I mean by bad bathroom. It's that pink or mauve or avocado green bathroom left over from the 70s. And the thing is, you want to do it, and you know you can do it. The problem is you've heard so many nightmare stories from friends and family that you're terrified to even make the first move. But, man, I've got the answer for you for sure. Take all of that distrust out. Call Rebath of Mid-Florida. These guys are all about getting you the bathroom of your dreams and doing it in a timely manner and giving you a good price, but more importantly, giving you incredibly beautiful products. Everything from the toilets and the tile to the lighting, cabinetry, shower heads, all the fixtures, it's all right there. They have it. So you go in, they build your bathroom like right in front of you so you can see exactly what it's going to look like before you even make the purchase. These guys are awesome at what they do, and their employees have been with them for years. And that's the cool thing as well. When they install, it's on a different team every day. It's the same people, and they do it like 5-6 days. Then they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install as well. Just find their showroom easily, 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Go in, look at those models, picture that in your home, because that can happen for sure. Check out the before and afters at rebathmidfla.com and then book your appointment. Again, it's rebathmidfla.com.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
In this season of Unobscured, we will follow Grigory Rasputin's transformation from a peasant at the crossroads of history to a monster at the center of far too many legends. And in the process, learn how he took the weight of a fallen empire with him to the grave. Join us as we make our way into the burning palaces of Imperial Russia to dig up the truth about Grigory Rasputin. Unobscured Season 4 is available now. Listen and subscribe on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Were you hurt in a vehicle and want compensation?
When you're injured on the go, just call Mo.
Did an accident leave you in need of representation?
When you're injured on the go, just call Mo. When you're injured on the go, just call Mo.
Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney, sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
McMuffin, McFlurry, Chicken McNuggets. There's a lot to love about McDonald's famous flavors, but there's nothing better than getting a great deal on whatever you want. Now get 20% off any purchase of $1 or more exclusively with the McDonald's app. Open the McDonald's app now and save big on your next order with 20% off anything you want. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 12/31/21 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a week. Excludes tax. McD app download and registration required.
Duke Energy is ready to help you through this year's hurricane season. We're investing in a stronger, more resilient grid to help reduce and even prevent outages. And when storms strike, Duke Energy will be there to get the power back on as safely and quickly as possible, while keeping you informed. It's all part of building a smarter energy future. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Living the life of a Don. Don Toliver is back with his highly anticipated new album, Life of a Don. Features Travis Scott, Kali Uchis, Baby Keem, and more. Don Toliver, Life of a Don. Available everywhere. Now on Cactus Jack, We Run Entertainment, and Atlantic Records.
Advent Health's Pink on Parade 5K is back. Join us on October 10th to raise funds and support for local breast cancer patients and their families. Wear your favorite pink attire and challenge your friends to participate. Incredible things happen when we go pink. Register today at pinkonparade.com.
You take steps to stay healthy when at the pharmacy picking up vitamins or filling a prescription.
May I help you?
Take another healthy step right now and ask the pharmacist how Prevnar 13 can help protect you from pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease. If you're 65 or older, a trip to the pharmacy is a lot more pleasant than a trip to the hospital because of pneumococcal pneumonia. Help protect yourself with the Prevnar 13 pneumococcal 13-valent conjugate vaccine, diphtheria CRM 197 protein. Prevnar 13 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 13 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Prevnar 13 does not protect against all strains of the disease. Stop by the pharmacy today and ask about Prevnar 13. Learn more at Prevnar13.com. Don't get Prevnar 13 if you have had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with a weakened immune system may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-866-694-9300 or visit Prevnar13.com.
What day is it?
It's a good day to save at Wawa. Get 15 cents off per gallon when you use the Wawa app to fuel up, now through October. Just pull in and pull up the app, enter your pump number, and pay. You're ready to start fueling and start saving.
We're going to Wawa right now. Oh, and don't forget your phone.
So tap the app and save 15 cents off per gallon at Wawa. Available now through October.
You're still talking? Let's go.
Gotta have a Wawa. Before your morning gives you this,
Ready for that 7:30 meeting?
give your morning the morning it deserves at Wawa. From savory sizzlies to fresh baked goods to handcrafted coffee or espresso beverages, Wawa has the combination of things to make your morning go smoothly, no matter what combination of things your morning throws at you. Maple Harvest handcrafted beverages are back. Or try the new Ice Spice Caramel Oat Milk Latte. Good mornings start at Wawa.
Now that we've all quit Facebook and started talking to each other again. What's that? Nobody's quit Facebook? Facebook.com/RealRadioOrlando. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, the home of the most awkward transitions of all time.
Wow.
Wowzers, man. I got stuck there. I was like, please drop off, please drop off.
Yeah, we don't.
I did not want to say the name of the game. Just in time, Jack. Just under the radar.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you. Well, I don't think I've ever told you I hated the game.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here. Jack.
But you know I do.
Let's find out what's in the old sauce jar.
All aboard! All aboard! Wait for it. And I stepped on it. All aboard the awkward Segway train. I have a beautiful pair of tickets.
Ross just slunk back into his corner and covered his face. So sorry, buddy. My apologies. I didn't mean to drag you through that.
To the haunted road. Ooh. And I'm not talking about I-4. Ooh. Which would probably be haunted. We have very morbid statistics about that highway.
It is
Channel
haunted.
6 did a report about it.
That is correct, though. I have a beautiful pair of tickets to the Haunted Road, a drive-through Halloween experience. Be afraid of what's lurking in this eerie ghost sighting adventure. Slick nights now through November. Jim, that is your sauce jar, which is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. Hey, go local with that move and support a family-owned and operated Orlando moving and storage company. You know, their fully trained expert moving crews are adept in packing, handling your furniture, safe driving, customer service, and if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, they'll give you a discount. So book them today at centomoving.com. That's CENTO moving.com. Let's get it on, Jim.
Thanks, Deb. I appreciate that very much.
Oh, you said that.
Oh, mark that.
You
said that.
Damn it.
548.
Listen, you'll be in the fight. First today, Ross.
Oh, text came in.
Guys, let's welcome, because it's October, let's welcome Jason.
Jason.
On line 4.
Jason, line 4. What's going on, Jason?
What's up, guys?
Not much. Want to play a little game with us?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it.
You still won't say the
I
name,
know,
will
man.
you?
It's so embarrassing.
Why?
I'm just terrified of it. It's embarrassing. All right, dude, it's Friday. Of course, that means it's time for Pick the Porn. Here are 3 actual adult film titles and 1 lie that walks funny after a day at the office.
Just keep in mind next time you book a Friday interview, Deb.
Yeah.
Now it's on you.
I'm actually thinking of that right now, Jack.
Number 1.
It's a palate cleanser.
Bite Club.
Oh, good timing.
Number 2, Load Warrior. Number 3, No Man's Gland.
This is the worst Pick the Porn ever.
And lastly, Rump Dumpling.
I'm going to go with number 1.
Number 1 is an actual adult film called Bite Club. It's a nibbly little action picture. The dude just hung up. He's like, I'm out of here. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Straight up took off.
All right, who's next, buddy?
absolutely unreal to announce we have Owen. It's just so nice. It's so good. It's so great.
Owen, how's it going, buddy?
Line 5.
Owen on line 5. Owen, what's up?
It's going well. A little rainy out, but...
All right, very good. Thanks for the update there. All right, this is Pick the Porn. Find the fake one here, buddy. All right, Owen, number 1, Load Warrior. Number 2, No Man's Gland.
I don't even want to know.
And number 3, Rump Dumpling.
I'm sitting right here.
I go with No Man's Gland.
No Man's Gland is an actual adult film title, buddy. And I got to tell you, buddy, that's a super question mark for me. I'm going to be honest with you. You just saw a bunch of hands and genitals. I didn't see any faces. I don't know who was what.
Well, what's the gland?
Who goes next? I think you can figure it out.
Jim, I just want to quickly tell you one of my favorite parts about Pick the Porn is that there's always like 1 or 2 straggler calling in now. And I always want to picture some guy going like, I know this one. I know the answer.
I can only hope it's somebody wanting to talk to the attorney.
Yeah, guys, let's welcome Brad on line 2.
Brad, line 2. What's up, Brad?
What's going on?
All right, man, you got a 50-50 shot here. Find the fakie.
Don't say
Number 1, Load Warrior. Number 2, Rump Dumpling.
Show me them rump dumplings.
He said rump dumpling.
Rump Dumpling is the answer, buddy. You're a winner. I'm going to put you on hold, and Ross will get you all hooked up there. You are a winner for sure.
Confident man who knows his porn there.
That's right, for sure. The only one not making the cut, chasing the big ones. And that could go either way, I'm going to be honest with you. Let's just say they use that name to get 2 different possibilities.
Oh, I bet they do.
There. All right, Ross, what is coming up for thoughts, dear sir?
Jim, I want you to help me out. Okay. I want you to help me out with something that you are very good at.
What is that,
Arguably one of the best in the biz. All right? That's business.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate that.
Just want to let you know that. But you are really, really good at something, and I am okay at it. I'm not I'm not good. I'm like subpar. I'm a C-. You are good.
Hold on, dude. Hold on. You're not a bad lover.
I know. I have the cardio of a stallion.
It's not the cardio she wants, buddy.
Says the smoker.
I vape.
It's worse.
Damn it, there's a difference.
You're
the Mango Borough man.
You are going to show me how to rant. You
to
always
rant?
Yeah, you have these great rants. You have these passionate rants. So I was wondering if you can, help me out, give me some notes. I have some rants set up.
Okay.
That I may or may not actually feel.
Okay.
But you can at least give me some pointers on how to get a good rant out on air.
All right, so when we come back, I'll teach you how to be really angry at everything.
Yes!
That's next.
Yeah.
Oh!
The world's leading specialist at something that's probably amazing.
You just say words
To somebody.
and you hope at the end of the sentence they make sense.
Real Radio, 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, the lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry.
More problems coming in on the Turnpike. Officials still working to clear this crash southbound between 417 and Osceola Parkway that's blocking the left lane. Now we have a crash northbound between Kissimmee Park Road and Osceola Parkway that's blocking the left shoulder. Eastbound travel on I-4 stop and go still between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535, as well as westbound between 536 and 429. The 408 and the Beach Line accident free. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by SeaWorld. Surprise the kids and kids at heart with trick-or-treating and family fun at Spooktacular. After sundown, gather your fearless friends for terrifying haunted houses and more at Hallow Scream. With treats by day and frights by night, the Halloween excitement doesn't stop this fall at SeaWorld Orlando.
Complete Power Resources is CPR for your home or business when the power goes out. They do that with an incredible line of standby generators ready for you right now. And they're the best, without question. Their installers are trained, licensed professionals, reputable guys there to put in your generator and make sure you never have to worry about going in the dark. And we have storms rolling through right now, hurricanes until almost the end of the year. In Florida, a standby generator could be a must. And these guys are Complete Power Resources. They have the answer for you. Briggs & Stratton Stratton, Generac, Kohler, Cummins. They are your one-stop shop for all of your generator needs. Not only do they sell them, they also service them as well. Licensed, trained, insured, bonded, background checked electricians do all the installs, so it's professionally done. You don't have to worry about anything, and they're financially sound. That means they have inventory ready to go right now. So get on board with Complete Power Resources. Never get left in the dark. Always have that light when you need it. It's Complete Power Resources. Book your appointment today at CompletePowerResources.com.
Come out with Pride Orlando, presented by The Glass Knife. We invite you to join us in person on Saturday, October 9th at Lake Eola. Come Out with Pride has been closely working with the City of Orlando and Orange County government to ensure we are following all the CDC guidelines and recommendations. We ask everyone, even those vaccinated, to please wear a mask. Social distancing is recommended. Hand sanitizer will be provided, and COVID-19 vaccines will be available. Brought to you by Real Radio 104.1 Communities.
Spectrum Business knows small businesses are always looking to cut expenses. That's why we offer the best value on fast internet and phone. But we wanted to do more. So, how does 1 month free sound? Get 200 megabit per second internet for $49.99 a month and business phone for $19.99 a month. And right now, you can get 1 month of internet and phone and even TV for free. Call 855-258-5887 and switch to Spectrum Business. Restrictions apply.
Get a 79-cent large Big Gulp fountain drink with 7 rewards. Think about how much refreshingly glorious Big Gulp goodness you can get from raiding your couch cushions. 7-Eleven, take it to 11.
Offer ends 11/2/21 plus tax where applicable at select U.S. 7-Eleven stores. See app for terms.
A picnic. You're so romantic.
Let's spread the blanket out right here. Hey, look up.
It says, what does that say? Ill you army? Ill you army, what?
It says, will you marry me? I could only afford so many letters. The ring broke the bank.
It's what happens when you don't go to International Diamond Center. See, at IDC, we believe getting the ring of her dreams shouldn't mean breaking the bank or having to cut corners. Our direct importer, no middleman diamond prices mean you can always get a bigger diamond in the designer setting she wants and still stay in budget. With the money you'll save, well, you can plan that dream proposal.
We should do a toast to us.
Great idea. There's only enough for 1 glass. You make the toast and I'll watch.
Don't compromise, guys. Get to International Diamond Center, where our best value guarantee means you can get her the ring and the proposal of her dreams. International Diamond Center, 4 Orlando locations.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. When choosing a health plan, everything's important. Like knowing that when I go to my doctor visits, whether primary or specialist, I don't have a copay. That's peace of mind. Solis Health Plans gives me that. Also, knowing that with Solis, I have the benefit of obtaining up to $1,200 per year in OTC products. That's a relief. Yes, with Solis Health Plans, you get up to $1,200 a year in OTC products. Brand name products. Real quality. Solis also has the benefits you're looking for. Transportation to doctor visits, hearing, vision, dental, and much more, like mental health programs to address the indirect effects of COVID-19. It's time for you to become a member so that you can have the peace of mind of knowing that with Solis, you're with a health plan that truly responds because they're local. Call now and join a local health plan that makes a difference at 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
Did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo represents A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, he started his IT career, working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Attorney Joe Cordell. New school, new job, new home. Change is hard and can leave you feeling isolated, and divorce delivers one of life's hardest blows. The relationships you counted on are suddenly gone. But you don't have to walk through this alone. Call Cordell & Cordell. You're not alone. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
This hour of Real Radio 104.1 brought to you by Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm.
No payments till next year with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com today.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. By the way, the interview we just had with Daryl K. Washington, who is the attorney for the Marcano family, up right now, JimColbertLive.com, under the goods. Big thank you to Deborah for securing that interview. I sent her a little text early in the morning. She was on it, had that S wrapped up in about 2 hours, like a news hound king you are. Thanks, Deb. I appreciate that very much.
No problem.
That's a coup for us. I really appreciate that. All right, 407-916-1041. What?
A coup?
I mean, yeah.
It's a get.
Yeah, get. Like it's a get. It's a catch. It's a...
And a coup, because we secured it over our competitors.
Oh, okay.
So that's in the sense of it being a coup.
Do I need your facial expressions? Do I need this?
I mean,
I need looking over there and seeing you question everything I say?
Jimmy, actually, it's pretty good because it represents the lesser-informed segment of our listening audience. So,
Jack, thanks for turning that positive into a positive.
When you see that, it's a good idea for you to explain it like you're talking to a 5-year-old, so to make sure that everyone understands what you're trying, the points you're trying to make.
So you're welcome.
And as a plus to Ross, hear that before Ross Thoughts has even started. Jimmy is already teaching you.
All right, 407. She's got a very good point. Let's get right to it.
All right.
Let me get some whiskey.
Weird.
Hold on.
Come on down.
It's funny.
Florida Public.
Sometimes.
Education.
It's Ross.
Can't wait to tell you about that one.
Oh.
It's Ross Thoughts.
Turd.
Guys, there is something that I think all three of us, Deb, Jack, and myself, I don't want to put words into your brains, but I think we look up to Jim's rants. Jim has a good rant ability.
I'm going to check the weather.
You're good at this.
He's a ranter.
You're a ranter. Your rants are powerful. These like Braveheart-esque monologues over as simple of things as Triscuits or whether or not the letter O is a 0. All these...
Good point, man.
These fiery, passionate things. And you know what's one of my favorite things about the rants, Jim?
What's that, buddy?
You always... one of the go-to moves, I was like, damn, this guy is a professional. It always has an element of, I don't know. I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out.
Help me learn.
I have questions to answers that I absolutely do have. But I'm trying to find out. I'm always like, hell yeah, Big Dog's eating right now. Let's go. This is great radio. So I am going to try to learn, via osmosis, Osmosis Jones going on.
All right.
Very underrated flick, according to Deb. I think she said that. She's got to feel that way.
That's a Chris Rock joint, right?
Yeah.
Osmosis Jones?
Yeah. It's fabulous.
It's also a very obscure.
Deb's seen it 15 times.
Yeah, I know.
and the Spanish version.
It's half animated, half not. It's great.
All right.
Also, don't sleep on Flubber. How that didn't... I think that might have been his best movie. I take that back, because we all know that's not true. I want to get better at rants. So
Okay.
I have a couple of topics here that maybe I could hear you, rev up the pistons.
Now, you understand part of ranting about something is being actually passionate about it. I mean, I mean, and you have to be... What makes you mad?
What makes me mad?
What makes you mad?
You know what kind of makes me mad?
But I'm not joking. What seriously makes you mad?
Sometimes
puns,
dude. Puns make me so mad. I hate.
You're smiling
puns.
when you say that.
Why? No, I'm not.
No, yeah, you are. You're smiling the entire time. You're smiling saying that.
That's a birth defect.
Wait, your
the
face?
smile is a birth defect?
No,
it's just him.
No, it's just whenever I get angry. Yeah,
okay.
It was a born defect.
So you're saying you just default to that, to laughing when things are bad.
Yeah, when things are so bad, it goes full circle.
Gotcha.
So you know who also smiles at bad stuff that he doesn't like? The Joker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't like puns. I think they're easy. I think they're
stupid.
They're the New Balance of comedy. They're the Air Monarchs.
See, I hear these jokes and stuff, but I don't hear any passion. Like none of this is cutting. I mean, I hear how angry you are.
No.
I mean, you're not really going off on puns. You're not really angry about it. I mean, it's just annoying to you. You're not really upset about it.
You know what? Let me change up my tone. If you are a creative person and you are full blown into puns, you got stage 5 full blown puns, then listen up. What's funny?
You shaking
Ross,
that skinny little white arm like
it's
you
funny, buddy.
like
It's
puns.
funny. You know how
Give me
it should
some
sound?
pointers.
You know how it sounds?
That's why we're doing this
Hey,
segment.
you ready? Let me tell you this. Oh, you call yourself a comic? You call yourself a comic and you tell puns? Are you kidding? Do you know who can tell puns? Everybody can tell puns. That's why you don't tell puns, dumbass. You're a comic. Write original material and then deliver it, and it's funny. Don't rely on puns. That's a crutch. Who does that? You know who does it? Hacks. If you do this, you're a hack.
Yeah.
Do you tell puns? Are you a hack? Well, if you tell puns, you're a hack.
Are you a stepdad?
Oh.
You dropping puns? Stepdadding? That's what stepdads do. They also...
You sound so unmenacing.
What are you talking about?
Here's the thing. It's a weird thing with you. The angrier you get, the safer I feel around you.
And the more he talks on the topic, the more I'm confident in telling puns.
No!
And the higher his voice goes up, the more my ears hurt.
No. Listen.
Now it sounds like you're trying to order a pizza in your dad's voice.
I'm sick and tired of all these puns around here, Jim.
What are some of the topics you would have a rant about? It wasn't puns. Deb dropped that on you.
Okay,
But, I mean,
yeah.
did you actually have some stuff you wanted to go
It
on?
sounded like Macho Man.
But I mean, what I thought was that like we could do some puns about stuff that I didn't know that the number one rule of having a good rant was actually, what is it, being honest.
Yeah.
And being genuine. I wrote down some topics that I was like, this is not how I feel, but this is a good thing to rant about because I think they're rantable things. Right?
Let's see.
All right. So I have one of these. I think they're kind of cool. But for the exercise of getting better at rants, let's talk about record players.
Record players?
God, what are we doing? What are we doing with record players? Oh, cool. It turns around. It spins. Super awesome. You know what you can't do with a record player, Jim?
What?
Because you're a record player guy. You can't go walk. You can't go on a walk and listen to your record. Record players, you ever check out an MP3? If you have a record player, I'm assuming that you still smoke cigarettes on airplanes.
Oh.
You don't get a record player.
Jack, are you scared?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was he speaking?
I'm not looking for fear. I'm looking for like, wow, this guy's really challenging what I think.
He's got a pair.
About record players. You know what else spins?
What's that, buddy?
spins? The wheel of progress. Technology. How about that? How about you get on board, get a phone. Listen to your music via phone. Listen via app, iHeartMedia app. Shameless plug.
Do you understand how? I mean, okay, I'm just you're
Sorry,
here to learn.
I failed. I'm sorry, man.
It's not a fail thing, buddy. It's
All
not
right.
a fail. You know, I mean, but you know, it's odd that you would get angry about record players because it seems that wouldn't be a thing. Like everybody knows how inconvenient it is. It's just kind of a cool thing to do because it's a thing. I mean, it's weird to get like mad about that.
That's all it is. And because record players, it's just this little niche thing they get cool about. Oh, I like the warmth. That's a bunch of crap because the needle on it, you hear all that static. It's crap. We've improved sound. It's a cleaner sound now. We don't have to go backwards just because it's niche and cool. Drink your PBR and put your little vinyl on. Come on, that's a bunch of BS.
Oh, you're to listen to Hoboken? Yeah. There's no question. I'm going to listen to that guy with that haircut about anything about music. Let me tell you about music. Music is for people who listen to records. And you know why? Because when the needle falls into the groove, the sound reverberates through the room and it moves the air more efficiently. That means you experience the sound. You just don't hear the sound. You know, that's something like a guy like you would say who wouldn't have any clue at all about anything to do with audiophile worlds. That's exactly what you would do, dude. Good job.
Yeah, you guys.
See, you got rants on both sides.
I felt like my rant was pretty strong there. Out of the three there, I thought mine was pretty solid.
Oh,
you know what yours
sweetie,
was?
Yours was the cream in the center of the Oreo.
Yeah,
what yours
everyone
was?
loves the cream.
You know when you get an order of fries and there's that one that didn't quite fry right and it's just kind of limp? That's what yours was. Around Jack's and mine were these crispy, delicious fries.
Yeah.
People like limp fries. There's a handful of people that are like, wow, limp fries.
Handful of people who like limp fry.
All right.
So do you have another topic or something?
Okay, all right.
Get a more whiskey here real quick.
You are such a...
I think that, I think college is stupid. I think
college is stupid. I love this one. Hit me with this one.
Go for it, Ross.
I think college is for stupid people.
I like this.
If you graduated college, I hope you enjoy your little piece of paper and the crazy amount of debt that you're going to have to pay off for the next 2 to 3 decades, not to mention interest. Oh, cool. You got $60,000 worth of education for a great price of $250,000. Look at you. You think you're better than me? You think you're better than me, Chase? God, sorry, I got personal.
Oh, someone said something true.
All right, let's just back up. Let's have a rant. Deb, join me on this rant here. All right. Over something that's beloved. I enjoy this character.
The planet.
I enjoy Batman. But for the time being, let's just have a rant about Batman real fast.
Have a rant about Batman.
Yeah. Oh, you think you're special because your parents died?
Oh, my God.
You think your parents died and that makes you feel like you could just go around kicking poor people right in the nuts? Parents die, dude. That's what they do. That's like one of their go-to moves. You're not special. You're not special. You're a billionaire. You're a billionaire. Half the country already doesn't like you. A lot of people don't even believe in your existence. Batman. You're not even good at keeping your secret. Your name is Bruce Wayne. If you're a good billionaire, fix healthcare. How about don't fight crime and just help sick people out? How about donate to Give Kids the World? Why don't you donate to a charity, you goober? Batman thinking he's all cool. Spend your time sending the public into space like a real American billionaire. All right? Batman is weak. Batman is stupid. There would be a lot less people working for the Joker if you just raised your company's minimum wage. How about you beat Joker via better wages, you idiot? You're going to be flying around with a cape, freak, calling yourself the Batman, breaking the law, but just you kick people in their shins and you punch them in the arm like a soft little brother. How about you use a gun? Kill someone for once. Use a gun. Jim's with me. Can I hear you?
Yeah, I mean, use a gun, man. Yeah.
Show your face, you coward.
Show your gun face.
Show your face, Batman, you coward. You're a coward, Batman.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Those are fighting words right there.
I'm not going to try that one.
I felt like that went pretty well.
Russ Rollins on the hotline.
Yeah.
I thought that was a solid rant. I think people are like, you know what? I think Russ might be onto something here.
It's just kind of weird how you, to get angry about like a comic book, character would be kind of odd, right? I mean, does it really have any impact on anybody's life? That's the thing is like it's weird to be mad about that.
So it has to be like something like.
Well, usually you don't hear me screaming and yelling about how bad an episode of The Great Baking Show was. It's got to mean something, right? It's got to have value.
So a little bit more Jim Colberty.
No. It doesn't have to be that. It just has to be passionate for you. Again, I will say, what's something that really makes you angry? Let's just say, imagine your brother was on national television performing.
Yeah. I mean, that's a weird example. Because I'm pretty happy about that. I can rant about how happy I am. Okay, what?
I got one.
How about your roommate? Something your roommate does. And we got to get out of here. Make it fast. Go ahead, Deb.
Old condom.
Okay.
God, I am so happy my roommate had a disastrous breakup.
Oh, jeez.
There we go.
Because that
There we
means...
go.
Now I feel the heat.
Come on.
Because that means he's not using condoms. He's not just practicing safe sex. He's not practicing any sex, which means my dog is allowed to kiss me again.
More TMI than Rant.
It needs to be realer. It needs to be... poor people are not real people.
All right, 407
Those are your lost thoughts. Somehow, I'm sorry, I blacked out what I say. I'm sorry. That got
again. I think maybe a misguided rant there on the poor
a
people
little
thing.
off-air tutoring from you, please.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. You know what? Bullying never ends, right? We know that, and it's an absolute massive problem everywhere. I mean, we just heard the Facebook whistleblower talk about the idea of how Facebook has affected people. This is not a social media thing, but there is a new way that kids are being bullied. I promise you, you are not ever going to be able to get it, but I want you to try, and when I tell you, you will fall out of your chair. It is rant-worthy. We'll be back right after this. Let's go.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos. For locations, go to gringoslocos.com and securedroofingandrestoration.com. Visit their website for your free estimate today. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. At 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Clausman Law.
Delays continue on the turnpike at this hour. The left shoulder is blocked in both directions from accident southbound between 417 and Osceola Parkway, as well as northbound between Kissimmee Park Road and Osceola Parkway. Eastbound travel still heavy between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535, as well as westbound between State Road 536 and 429. The 408 still in good shape. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Audible. This fall, Audible is the best place to listen for everything you're into, from comedy to motivation to the latest bestsellers. Find it all at Audible with audiobooks, exclusive originals, and popular podcasts. Start listening free when you sign up at audible.com.
Look, man, this is the time to really pay attention to your AC system because the summer never really ends here in Central Florida. You have a couple down months, but that's it. But, man, when spring rolls around, you want to be ready to go. Take this time of year to earn that and get that preventive maintenance plan from the guys over at Mills Air. What they do is they send somebody over. They go through your system, make sure everything's working properly. Everything measures up the way it's supposed to. This is actually how they found out I had a fan motor about to go bad. It would have left me high and dry in the middle of July. Nobody wants that. Mills Air is here to take care of that at all times. Plus, they're factory carrier certified dealers, which means they can get you great rebates on a brand new carrier unit up to $2,700, man. Family owned and operated for 29 years. They are ready to take care of you right now. Call and schedule your appointment. 407-277-1159. You can also find them online and book there at millsair.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware, toolsacehardware.com.
Living the life of a Don. Don Toliver is back with his highly anticipated new album, Life of a Don. Album features Travis Scott, Kali Uchis, Baby Keem, and more. Tell me what you really, really need, little babe. Take you out and put you in double C, little babe. Hey, you had to turn it in them cheeks, little babe. New album from Don Toliver, Life of a Don. Available everywhere. Now on Cactus Jack, We Run Entertainment, and Atlantic Records.
Bill Maher.
Every year, somebody, I don't know who, but they keep a registry of the names that parents are giving their newborns. They've been naming kids things like Pistol, Shooter, Magnum, Remington. This is sick. Liberals don't do this. Liberals don't name their kids Prius and Juicer.
Bill Maher, live stand-up tour. Dr. Phillips Center, October 17th. Get tickets now at drphillipscenter.org.
Dunkin's new limited batch series 100% Guatemalan hot coffee is smooth and rich, featuring chocolate notes, making it approachable and easy to drink, meaning it's smooth sipping from here on out. Try it today when you come in, drive-through, or get your Dunkin' delivered. limited batch series 100% Guatemalan hot coffee. Available now from Dunkin'. Order ahead plus earn rewards. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
ZZ's Best is on stage Thursday, October 14th at the Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club. Don't miss this free Biketoberfest concert by the great ZZ Top Tribute Band, ZZ's Best. Thursday, October 14th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's drink specials, food trucks, and this year's collectible t-shirt fling after the concert on the outside stage. ZZ's Best at the Daytona Beach Racing and Card Club, just off I-4 and I-95 on Williamson Boulevard. Let's rock.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
No matter the challenges, we were there with a stronger, more reliable energy grid.
When our community struggled, we were there with flexible payment arrangements and other support.
And as the sun comes out, bringing the promise of a brighter tomorrow, we will still be here.
With energy that's reliable, affordable, and cleaner than ever, we're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
It's Super Start Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. That means you can get up to a $25 gift card after mail-in rebate with the purchase of your Super Start battery. Return power, performance, and reliability to your car, truck, motorcycle, and more with Super Start batteries. Only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If you've got an insurance question, you could talk to a dentist. But instead of filling you in on ways to save on your policies, he'd probably be too busy filling in that loose crown. Or you could talk to your local Geico agent, who will use their expertise to polish up your policies, from home and auto to renters, motorcycle, boat, and RV too. So while, yes, your dentist can save your smile, your Geico agent could save you money, which will make you use that smile a whole lot more. To find a Geico agent near you, visit geico.com/local. If you've got a personal auto insurance question, you could talk to a cab driver, although the policies he recommends might include avoiding the interstate, beating traffic by taking the back roads, and only making left turns when absolutely necessary. Or you could talk to your local Geico agent, whose policy is to use their expertise to navigate your insurance, finding the best route to help you save money on insurance for your home, car, and more. And as an added bonus, you'll be able to avoid traffic jams and potholes entirely. To find a Geico agent near you, visit geico.com/local.
I know when it comes time for any purchase, I want a good deal. I want to get value, but I also want a good product. That's why I go to Off Lease Only. You can as well for a nearly new car that fits your budget and lifestyle. Why spend time and energy haggling when you can shop with Off Lease Only to not only save time, but save thousands below retail? With Off Lease Only, they want their customers to leave the stress behind and find peace of mind with no haggling, no negotiating, no pressure, and no hidden fees. You do not have to pay more, so don't. Choose from fresh inventory that is arriving daily, and your trade-in is wanted at Off Lease Only. It's never been a better time to trade in and trade up. Financing is available for good and bad credit. Get pre-qualified online now at offleaseonly.com. Call at 407-222-CARS or swing by and take a test drive at their massive state-of-the-art location. It's just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy. But get started today online now at offleaseonly.com.
Gators, Ghosts, and Goblins. Select days in October at Gatorland.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Don't forget to check out our blog, JimColbertLive.com. Tons and tons and tons of incredible content up there. Jack's laughing. I'm guessing the photograph's still up. Are you guys laughing about something else?
Well, the photograph. Listen, that has to come down immediately, Ross.
That's right, damn it.
What
Do
are
not
you
go
doing?
to JimColbertLive.com before Jack has a chance to take that
You
down.
can't have accidental nudity on the website at Jim Colbert Live.
Don't think that you know how they have certain heights that you have to be in order to ride a ride?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's going to actually meet the requirement to be offensive.
And to answer your question, I think Jack was laughing because he said a statement that made me want to rant. He said,
What did he say?
He said, this is Daft Punk's best song, and I wanted to punch him. I wanted to hit him real hard,
Oh,
right in
that's
the
fine.
chest.
Because that old man doesn't know Daft Punk, does he?
Yeah, he doesn't know Daft Punk.
He doesn't
even
know-
know
he doesn't
electronic
feel it.
music. He doesn't know about...
He knows hip-hop, you guys. Give Jack a break.
He doesn't know about Discovery. He doesn't know about Homework. He doesn't know
Right.
about the live album. Do you know about the live album? About the performance that made the documentary?
He's so bored. He's bored with it because he's seen it so many times. Look at him.
I would tell you to sit down, but you're already doing that.
All right, 407-916-1041. Again, you can always text 77031. As we were going to break, I was telling you guys as if we need more ways to bully people,
Yeah.
or there need to be more ways. This one is genuinely shocking. You want something rant-worthy? This is genuinely shocking. This was a poll taking 121 children between the ages of 9 and 15. And they were asking if they were bullied for this specific thing because they all have this in common. What do you think it is?
Two different colored eyes.
And I'll tell you how many people in that group were bullied in one shape or one way or another. Deb, no, it's not two different color eyes.
For being nice.
Not for being nice.
Oh, for wearing a mask.
Not for wearing a mask.
Being biracial.
Woof, that's a good one, dude. Not for being biracial.
Oh, having a unibrow.
Not for having a unibrow.
Because that should be allowed.
Yeah, just put it above your upper lip. It's a mustache.
Right, it's fine.
Make it happen.
Nothing they're wearing.
Ooh.
Not
How
their
they
hair,
smell.
Not their hair color.
9 to 15.
What they
Yep.
eat for lunch.
How about just what they eat? The new bully target are kids with food allergies.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Kids with food allergies are getting bullied and treated like freaks in school now. So out of 121 kids, what percentage of those kids do you think said they suffered bullying in some way, shape, or form because of their food allergy?
50.
60.
70.
So 31%. So what that turns out to be about 40 of those or so. Yeah.
Sorry,
So about,
sorry, Jim.
We ran it up the ladder.
all right, there you go. So, you're talking quite a big percentage
That
said that they were
sucks.
made fun of because of their one of their 8 common food allergies. The ones included here that they put in the study, peanuts, tree nuts, cow's milk, eggs, wheat, soy, shellfish, and fish are the common ones. And of course, if it becomes, if it's public knowledge that you have, an allergy to eggs or nuts or something like that, you could certainly see how unbelievably brutal a middle schooler could be with that knowledge.
Can't you just hear some snot-nosed little 13-year-old boy running down the hallway saying, "Oh, you can't eat nuts? How about these?"
Right, yeah. Over and over and over and over. Yeah, according to the American Academy
Sorry,
of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology, food allergies occur, of course, when your immune system overacts. It creates a specific protein that can really be dangerous. Of course, we know nut allergies are absolutely dangerous. Shellfish, my dad dealt with that, and he wouldn't even be at a table that had it just for the chance of it getting near him. He was so terrified of it.
Well, look at how many airlines now won't even carry peanuts
Right.
because just the act of opening the bag of
Right.
peanuts can sometimes put nut dust in the air.
And so what they're saying is the kids have, and they said that the kids were physically bullied a little bit, but when they started talking to them, kids were like, "No, I'm not being bullied." And then they started asking them, like, "Well, what happens?" And they found out they weren't getting invited to certain things that other friends in that same circle were getting
that's
invited
rude.
to.
Well, who's throwing peanut parties?
But, no, it's not this. You know what it is?
It's the right peanut party.
But Ross, you know what I bet it is? This could be a parent thing, guys. This could be a thing where, like, oh, that's Johnny?
Liability?
No, don't bring Johnny over here. I don't want him because if something he eats something with eggs, I'm not going to be responsible for Johnny's death. That ain't happening over here. That's kind of is this.
Why do those words so easily roll off your tongue, Jim Colbert? Because that was not so much an example as much as of a memory.
Isn't that almost doesn't it seem like it almost should be a HIPAA thing, guys? And when you think about the knowledge of knowing that something can hurt you so direly as a simple food product. I mean, couldn't you see somebody doing something stupid? Oh, it can't hurt him that bad. Here, let's put a peanut in a sandwich or whatever. I mean, what could really happen?
But on the other side of it, you want people to have that knowledge so they are more careful around you.
Right.
I think you want to kind of play to people's good side over their evil side. Right. I mean, you can't just be Pollyanna about it and just not accept the fact that some people might take advantage of that. But those are real scumbags.
Yeah,
and we ought to root them out of society anyway.
But there's tons of those in middle school, and you know it.
Oh, it's all they
are.
are.
Why are they so evil?
Horrible human beings.
Why are they so evil at that age?
Because they look at, peanuts or cashews or almonds, whatever the kid's weakness is. And I guess I'm bullying right there. I just called it a weakness. Whatever they're allergic
to. You did say poor people aren't real people.
I was trying to feel something. Ow. That's what I was trying to do. Swing and a miss.
31% said he'd been bullied, and when they asked him, what kind of bully we're talking about, they said he'd been verbally harassed, teased, threatened, intimidated, or criticized, and over half of them said that people were throwing the food at them that they were allergic to.
Wow.
Like throwing peanuts at them, throwing eggs at them, trying to slip them into their meals on purpose to see what would happen.
See, this is why I carry a shank.
Oh, yeah, one of the many reasons. Man, I don't think we have any allergies like this. I have a daughter that does some allergies, but it's nothing that would be dire that would shut her throat down in any second. But, man, if that happened, that'd be such a bad scene,
It's like a baby version of the new coming out, It's like, guys, I got to talk to you about something. I'm allergic to peanuts.
Right. It is.
And then they have that, very...
Ooh, I don't know if we can hang out with you anymore.
Yeah,
Man, they're saying it could be such an issue that some of these schools are going to take into consideration like a day of learning, like a symposium of some sort where they get everybody together and say, hey, when we talk about food allergies, this does not make them freaks or anything, that this is what happens when Johnny gets a peanut or a piece of egg or something like that.
Go, Jack. I think I'm going to like your solution better.
No, it's not. I agree because it comes from a place of ignorance because you think allergies, you think, that's people sneezing when, when the trees and flowers are blooming. So it's just it's really informing an ignorant group of kids that, no, this is actually a life-threatening condition. And if you do it, we're going to reach down your throat and rip your uvula out.
Oh, God,
yeah.
Jack.
We're going to knock your head into the locker until we think you got it.
Just elbow your ears closed.
Yeah.
God. Little bastards.
Oh, middle school.
I can smell the snotty little F's. I can smell them. They stink because they never bathe.
And they try to cover it with some Axe body spray.
2 different color socks.
Yeah, man, middle schoolers suck. I was just trying to join in. I thought we were all ranting.
They're children, dude.
They're the future.
We're having fun.
How could you say that?
Yeah, you have to take on your role in their, upbringing.
Could you go 10 minutes without bullying?
Yeah.
Could you?
Yeah, really. It's been less than 30 minutes. He's already bullied like 3 different groups of people.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah, that's a dick move, Ross.
Batman is one person.
You're broadcasting.
Poor people.
Yeah.
Kids with nut allergies.
Yeah.
God almighty,
God,
Ross, who's
you're
next?
cruel.
Broadcasting your ideas is a social responsibility. You have a social contract with our community.
And you farted in here.
Ross Paget.
Hey, everybody, stop for a second. Hold on, just stop. Ross, that's the longest you've gone without making fun of somebody who's paraplegic.
What are you talking about?
You're not wrong.
I have not said anything.
I just was so hurt I didn't want to bring it back up again, but you're right, Jim.
By the way, going back to the story real quick, they say that the parents, they think educating the parents about how they're experiencing in school, because it's not your stereotypical bullying, like for being redheaded or being a little overweight or something like that. Or if girls, Deb, is it true that girls that developed early in middle school get picked on?
Oh my God. Don't you guys remember the stories I used to tell you?
7th grade, baby.
No, this was.
No, I was thinking back to
grade.
my 7th grade.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but you would think it would be the other way around. But with girls, of course, with boys, you get a lot of attention. But with girls, it's like a jealousy thing, right?
Oh, no,
like
it wasn't the girls that picked on me. When I was developing, I had 2 boys. They were known bullies. And they would do this, where boys would try and touch their elbows behind their backs. See, I can do it, but you can't do it. And then I would try and do it. And one of them would run behind me, grab my arms, and pin him behind me, while the other guy stood in front of me and hit my buds,
your buds,
breasts as they were growing in. Which, by the way, for those people who do not know, is incredibly, incredibly painful just on its own. So while one of his friends is pinning my arms behind my back, the other one is in front of me, and he would hit them as hard as he could.
Middle schoolers.
Boom.
I rest my case.
That was fun for them.
Oh.
And
Ross was aghast as you were talking. His mouth was absolutely
they
agape.
hit him as hard
he used
as
to
they
do
could.
that.
No, I did not. You guys are spreading rumors.
Ross, hold on, dude. Hold on. You're a bud puncher?
I'm not a bud puncher. I don't punch buds.
Are you a bud puncher, buddy? Did you do that in school?
Ross Paget. Is that why you got sent to Journey? The dum-dum school?
It was an alternate school.
Okay.
And it's because I brought an airsoft gun to my bus stop.
Oh, so you were a bud shooter.
Yeah.
I wasn't shooting any buds.
Real American bud hitters.
I don't open up a bud. I don't crack open buds. I don't punch buds. I smoked them for like a decade.
Yeah.
But I don't. I'm not
Who are you kidding?
I don't flick buds.
You laughed when she said it, though. That's what made me. I didn't know if you even knew what she was talking about. Why was your mouth hanging open? It's kind of funny. I don't know. What were you thinking?
I just thought it was a weird term. I've never heard of.
Well, Debbie must have only been like, what, 12?
I haven't heard.
Yeah,
I haven't heard. Boobs underneath construction. They're like rebuffing or they're downloading as buds,
and it's painful.
Oh my God, it's so painful.
More so than when they're like 5 stars.
Because when they're growing in, they're hard. They're like rocks.
What?
And they're very, very tender, and they're very, very sore. To have someone punch them it's like when you guys get kicked in the nuts and you cease to breathe and feel like you're going to vomit.
Ooh.
I'm not
Apparently,
laughing.
Jack thinks that's a good time.
Ross can barely contain himself right now, for the record.
He was raised with a brother. He had no idea that this is what the female
if you're not
body
watching
goes
this on
through.
YouTube, you have no idea what you're missing.
I didn't know that they were hard, which, by the way, is a good thing. I should not know that. I was like,
exactly.
Okay, just throwing that out there. A little PSA.
Excellent point.
Right? That would be weird if I know. That would have been weird.
I would have looked at you differently.
Yeah.
I will admit that.
I've never heard them been called buds. I didn't know that they're concrete slabs when they're first coming in.
Yeah, concrete, not slabs, because then it wouldn't hurt so much.
But did the girls, so were there girls who were overdeveloped in school that used to get, because I remember in school, if you were a girl and you had boobs and you were like in the 6th and 7th grade, you were relentlessly picked on by the other girls.
Well, it depends though. I wasn't relentlessly picked on by the other girls because at 11, I was already developing what they were desperate to get to. The rumor from that age was, who already got their period?
Oh, yeah, that's the big thing.
But I didn't see as much bullying between the girls because the boys were too busy trying to bust our buds.
Sure, yeah, for sure.
You got that right?
Why do you gotta say
Hey,
it?
show title.
Well, it's just
6:37. I'm helping Jack Bradshaw.
Was it Busting Buds?
Busting Buds. Bud Buster.
I mean, she's laughing. We're good. We can laugh about it. We're good. She keeps calling them buds.
You laugh and I'll kill you.
I'm not.
Like rock hard buds.
I know where your car is parked.
All right.
You can ruin it. It's fine.
I'm not talking about ruining the car.
Well, this started off as an allergy segment, and then it wound up with Deb's rock hard butts. So this is why the show is always teetering on being fired. This is one of the many reasons why these managers will not make eye contact with me in the hallway. And I've given them plenty of reasons.
And I think it usually is that 6:20 segment.
It is.
It
The 6:20
is.
segment's going to wind up getting it all knocked out.
I just don't understand. What's the scientific terms for buds? What are they actually
It's
called?
actually nubs.
It's not nubs.
It is nubs.
It's not nubs.
It is nubs.
It's nubs until they grow out to a certain distance and then they become buds.
Well, it's nubbins,
Yeah.
and then it's nubs, and then it's
Dubbins.
Yeah, nub buds.
Then it's
It
gloobs.
does not go from nubs to buds.
It does. It goes nubbins, nubs, buds.
Nubs.
Nubbins.
Nubbins.
Nubbins, nubs,
Nubbins.
buds. Nubbins, nubs, buds.
And buds.
Okay. Nubs.
Injury attorneys here for you.
Now you know what an ombudsman does.
Yeah.
He checks the nubs.
Stop making that. Don't do that. Don't do the
Nubs.
hand thing with that. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Load them up, guys. Let's do last call and get out of here for the weekend. We'll do that right after this.
Nub.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for last call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And on this Friday night, we have been dodging thunderstorms, some on the strong to severe side, reports of water spouts offshore of Volusia County. The action ending after midnight, the low tonight 74. High tomorrow 89 with a 40% chance for showers, maybe a rumble, most of the action during the afternoon. But overall, a pretty decent day for outdoor activities. A lot of outdoor events going on around Orlando tomorrow. For Sunday, the high 86 and then warming up into the low 90s for early next week. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Nader Law Firm.
Auto accident, bankruptcy, immigration, insurance claims? Call attorney Fannie Nader at Nader Law Firm at 407-688-8896. That's 407-688-8896. Offices Orlando.
Big Green Egg, obviously the most versatile all-in-one outdoor cooker on the market. You can grill, you can smoke, roast, bake, you can do whatever you want. Super high heat and then nice, low, consistent heat as well. I love mine. I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's the only thing I cook on outside is my Big Green Egg. Get that great wood-fired flavor in all your food. It is the perfect complement to any backyard patio. It'll be the star of the show for sure. And the good thing, Tools Ace Hardware, free assembly and delivery on all Big Green Egg grills in the delivery area. And you can shop in-store at any of the 11 locations. Find the size you want. They have them all in stock, plus all the great accessories that makes it so much fun to cook on the Big Green Egg. You're going to love it. Orlando, Winter Garden, Claremont, they're everywhere. Find your Tools Ace Hardware today at acehardware.com.
I'm Anthony Imperato, president of Henry Repeating Arms. Patriotic Americans are looking to protect and provide for their families, now more than ever. Henry has over 200 rifles and shotguns to choose from, made in America or not made at all, and backed by a lifetime guarantee. Go to henryusa.com and order our free catalog, decals, and a list of dealers in your area. That's henryusa.com. Thank you, and God bless America.
O'Reilly. It's Super Start Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. That means you can get up to a $25 gift card after mail-in rebate with the purchase of your Super Start battery. Return power, performance, and reliability to your car, truck, motorcycle, and more with Super Start batteries. Only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Killer hits. Commercial free. That's Halloween radio on iHeartRadio. From Thriller to Ghostbusters, Nightmare on My Street to Monster Mash, and so many more. This spooky station is perfect for putting you in the Halloween spirit all month long.
Plus, our Halloween playlist has all the fright.
With even more bite. Just open the free iHeartRadio app and search Halloween.
It's all there.
Waiting for you. iHeartRadio, #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app.
iHeartRadio.
Orlando City continues its hunt for a playoff spot on Saturday, October 16th against FC Cincinnati at 7:30 p.m. presented by City Furniture. Tune in on Real Radio 104.1, watch on Fox 35 Plus, and stream on the Lion Nation app.
Hi, my name's Charles. On my way to work, I was struck by a tractor trailer. I called attorney Glenn Klausman for help. He got me to really good doctors. I don't think it's right to be bragging on a billboard or TV about getting millions of dollars for getting hurt. However, I will say Glenn Klausman got me a great settlement quicker than I thought possible. I'm very happy with the results, and that's why I'm doing this. Call Glenn Klausman at 407-917-1718. His website is klausmanlaw.com. Car crash, call Klausman.
Office, Winter Park.
Dunkin's new limited batch series 100% Guatemalan hot coffee is smooth and rich, featuring chocolate notes, meaning it's smooth for sipping from here on out. Limited batch series 100% Guatemalan hot coffee, available now from Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Fast Wi-Fi.
You use it to connect just about everything, which means having fast Wi-Fi matters. A lot. That's why Xfinity offers gig speed Wi-Fi, the fastest Wi-Fi you can get. That's a big deal. It's a big deal for streaming big games, having big meetings, and making big plans. It's a big deal for families with 1 kid, or 2 kids, or 3 kids, especially if there's 1 kid who has enough devices for 10 kids. It's a big deal for gamers who are streaming while someone else is posting about their virtual spin class. And yet, it's also a big deal for a quiet Friday night in, because fast Wi-Fi makes everything better. Now through October 11th, ask how to get a special offer of $300 back when you get gig speed internet, or get started with up to 50 megabits per second download speed for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Click, call, or visit an Xfinity store today. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and compatible gateway. Actual speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Offer requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 10/11/21. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply.
Guys, now there's no excuse. Peak Performance for Men has helped thousands of men overcome erectile dysfunction. The question is, what are you waiting for? Live the life you want today with a free consultation. No medication, no pumps, no needles, no pain, no surgery, and absolutely no downtime. Just non-invasive acoustic wave therapy that will have you back to your natural form. That's right. Now for a limited time, a free consultation. There is no risk. Fix it for good with one phone call. Call the Orlando office today at 407-464-8181 or find them at peakperformanceformen.com. Why wait? Enjoy your life to the fullest. Peak can make the difference. Call 407-464-8181 and get your free consultation now. That's 407-464-8181. Peak Performance for Men.
When it comes to power, trust the source. SolarSource.com.
Take a break from the flame war. Your racist brother-in-law isn't going anywhere. Real Radio Orlando on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. This is The Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Got to play golf with the lovely Dan Stone this week, the voice of Real Radio, who has been the voice of Real Radio for many years, one of the sweetest dudes you'll ever meet in your entire life. What a wonderful time catching up with my old friend. Love it. Really look forward to spending some more time with him as well.
Yeah, how's he doing?
He's doing great, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude's in more control of his life, and he's been in forever. He's just a great guy. Everybody who meets him loves him, though. So 407-916-1041. Text us again. That's 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is right there.
Hello.
Jackson is with us.
Good evening.
And, of course, Ross is as well.
What's up?
Are we loaded up for last call?
We loaded up.
All right, guys, hang loose. We'll be with you in just 1 second. For sure, I'll make sure you guys remember to go to the blog, JimColbertLive.com. Check us out there. If you haven't followed us on social media, I would deeply appreciate that. It doesn't cost you anything. We won't bother you, I promise. Instagram for sure, and of course, our Facebook page and our Twitter account as well. We would really appreciate that for sure. Let's see, what else we have coming up, Jack? I want to make sure we got everything covered. Ross, you're doing stand-up coming up soon?
I am. In fact, the shows that I'm going to be telling you guys about, I'm out in New Smyrna at the end of the month, the 29th and the 30th, over at Madcaps Comedy Club. It's a brand new comedy club, and I'm opening up the second week. So it's kind of a cool deal. That's the 29th and 30th. You can get your tickets at madcapscomedy.com.
That's pretty
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. If you didn't get a chance to check out Embers Only earlier in the show, you can, again, find that at JimColbertLive.com. But it was the Sin Compromiso Selección Gran Elefante. Just go, I want a Sin Compromiso Elefante, and they'll know exactly what to get you. It's a wonderful cigar. Actually, right after the segment, I had a number of people text on the texting service and online saying, I've had that smoke. It is a damn good one. But if you haven't tried one yet, perfect time of year to do that. And with all these great stout beers that we learned about with Amy Drew Thompson during Primetime Kitchen, go really, really well with those cigars as well. So plenty of fun stuff out there to grab. It's coronacigar.com. 407-916-1041. Big plans everybody this weekend? No? Yeah. Everything
yeah. Going to see the new Bond movie, and maybe my wife and I get in a car from Off Lease Only.
Oh, you really?
Ooh.
New ride for NaomiBranchon.com, huh?
Absolutely.
We have a bike race in Mount Dora tomorrow morning, of which you know I definitely will not be taking part. But I'll be hanging out with my future in-laws, and then hopefully my best friends coming to Mount Dora tomorrow.
Very good.
You can't just shun that bike race for you
no.
because you used to be a bike girl, a bike
You did
lady.
used to be a bike enthusiast.
I did, and I wouldn't mind getting back into it, so I'm going to contemplate that as I take in tomorrow morning cyclists with a cigarette on my front porch.
Right, exactly, 100%.
I would love to see
Keep going,
you,
guys.
I would love to see you powder up with some shorts and just ripping a Marlboro on a bike.
Could you imagine Deborah in one of those helmets with the whole garb and the click-in shoes and the whole 9 yards?
I have a Café de Colombia jersey. I've got the shorts. I had the shoes that would click into your...
Deborah, damn, really? You were into it that much?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
What's the
absolutely.
What's the farthest you ever rode at one point?
Well, I used to ride out with my trainer like 20 miles.
Damn.
Yeah.
And Jack was trying to impress us with these pissant little 10-mile rides he's doing and bragging about?
I mean, he should.
Come on, man.
Because he's doing it in traffic in Central Florida, which is the whole reason why I gave it up.
Jack's facial
Mad
expression
Max.
never changed.
No, it didn't.
Never even changed.
It's Mad Max. That's the reason why I gave it up. I just trying to do it around cars.
I'm just getting over the shock. I just went to JimColbertLive.com.
It's not gone, is it?
There's a nude picture there.
Get out of here,
That's
guys.
some new. I'm removing this immediately.
You should take that down.
It's coming
You should have
down
taken
right
it down
now.
earlier today. I'm on the record as saying that.
I wish you would have
Listen.
told me earlier today.
You mother effer.
Now
listen.
on the record, you're saying that you knew this earlier today without record of telling me. Shame on you.
Jack,
Shame.
I've got the text to prove it. Don't make me shame
that
you.
picture's got to go.
The shadow makes it look like I have one giant eyebrow. Look at that.
What picture?
Look at that. Deb, who do we have to thank today?
Damn it, am I missing another picture?
No, you're good.
That's the same. It's the same nutsack that's on our website.
Okay.
We posted a male genitalia. If you're just joining us,
guys, stop.
I like how he says
I'm telling
we.
you to stop. Stop.
Russ says we like it wasn't him.
Stop.
I say we because we're all complicit here.
No one's complicit. No one.
JimColbertLive.com.
Here we go.
Well, I look at the author.
Stop.
And there's no
Stop
name
it.
there.
Stop it, Deborah. Go ahead.
We want to thank Corona Cigar Company, Amy Drew Thompson from the Orlando Sentinel, Nicole Dupre, and attorney Daryl K. Washington, again, the attorney for Mia Marcano's family, for joining us this afternoon.
And that interview is up at JimColbertLive.com under the goods. If you want to hear the interview, you didn't get to hear the interview, it'll be up there for sure. And you can listen to it whenever you want. You guys ready? Let's do some last call.
Listen for the interview. Stay for the greatest segue of all time.
Yeah, there you go. Nubbins.
Who's up for last call?
Let's welcome Thug Rider on line 1.
Thug Rider, line 1, last call.
Hey, Jim, just like you, I use Magnum condoms, and they fall off without me even touching them. Whose fault is that? Eat some peanuts.
Yes.
He's so good.
That guy destroys me. I hate that anybody that listens to the show makes me laugh that much.
I personally love when he ends his last calls with rip-a-dip-doo. Like he's a little limerick Irish guy or something.
It's always so perfect. I never want to meet him. Who's next?
Let's welcome Sue on line 2. What?
Sue, line 2, last call.
Guys, awesome show. Deb left us hanging with the bullying jerk. I want to kick his ass. Jim, there are rats in Tallahassee. They have a rat problem. And guys, I didn't know if I wanted to say this on the air, but I was once told that my buds look like pencil erasers.
Oh my God.
Same color, too.
Get out of here.
Same color.
Oh my God, what's
man.
happening to this show?
They were blue.
Who's up next, guys?
All right, let's welcome Mike on line 3.
All right, Mike.
What kind of pencil do you?
Last call, Mike.
Really?
How you doing?
Good.
Okay. Yesterday I went to Publix.
Yeah.
I had to pick up some prescriptions.
Yeah.
And I bought a bag of popcorn. As a 1 pound bag of popcorn.
Yeah.
$2.50. So if you think about it, you spend $20 for a bag. I could have got 16 pounds of popcorn for $20.
Thanks so much for your call.
Hey, that's another FCAT example
I
from yesterday.
deeply appreciate your
Yeah.
call. Thanks, friend.
16 pounds, Jimmy, in case you didn't catch that.
Who's next, Ross?
Let's welcome Eric on line 4.
Eric, last call, buddy.
Hey, I'm still stunned from that last guy, but hey, what? Have you seen the new corduroy pillows?
No,
They're making headlines.
Oh, God, so good.
That's such
So
a
good.
dad
You
joke.
destroyed Jack. That's the daddest joke that's ever been told on the air, by the way. Hang up on this guy
He
immediately.
can't catch his breath.
Before he can tell another one. At least he's laughing at himself. That's terrible etiquette, sir.
To cap off this wonderful week, we have the lovely Angela.
Angela. Last call.
Hello, friends. Hello, friends. I just wanted to call in with a recipe to start everybody's weekend off correctly. You're going to start with your favorite tequila. You're going to add a splash of grapefruit juice, a splash of simple syrup, and in honor of Peaches, who took the championship from me this week, a little bit of peach schnapps. Finish it off, stirring in some club soda, and finish your weekend or start your weekend off with a peach paloma.
There you go.
I kind of like
Thanks,
the idea
Angela.
of the Friday night drink recipe.
I have no problem with that whatsoever. We can part that out for it. Thanks, Angela. We appreciate that. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Please be safe out there. Enjoy yourselves. Spend time with your family. And, of course, make your life a little better for sure. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time, Bungalow or the Bus, and What the Hell is Angel listening to? And, of course, Sunday, the legends come. Joseph Martin's and Sunday Morning Coming Down. And, of course, Eric Dennison with Sunday Night Vinyl. Real music weekends all weekend long. We'll see you at 3 o'clock on Monday for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have a wonderful weekend.
Woohoo!
Transmission, World War, third round, a decade of the weapon of sound of